Yo, 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 it's Ray from Ray Cigar Lounge coming in once again for episode not 412, but 42. Let me go back and change that. Oh, I'll be right back. Hold on one second. Be right back and change that because we are not on 412 episodes. So give me one sec. Okay. A little quick edit right there under the Cigar Scope. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to Ray Cigar Lounge Live. This is not episode 412. This is episode 42 under the Cigar Scope. My name is Ray, and I hope you all are having a fantastic evening tonight and enjoying yourselves. And I'll do a quick little report. You know what's up. So I am in the building. And we are having our special guest, Cigar Scope. He just messaged me not too long ago. I just sent him the link on Instagram. I'm doing this kind of a little bit late to the table a little bit. I actually went out not too long ago with a buddy of mine who's a friend of the show, and we had a pretty good chat about life and things like that. And actually went to the Tailored Smoke Cigar Lounge that's a little bit further away from here, and we had a pretty good discussion, and we smoked a new cigar too. I've got the wrapper right here in my pocket. I'm gonna show y'all, but hope y'all are doing well tonight. So it's just me in here. I don't know if Hawkeye's gonna jump in the fray or if he wants to call in. We want to work that out. But yeah, man, we're just doing pretty good tonight. Oh, where's the wrapper? I thought I had the wrapper in my pocket. Ooh, I guess not. But, oh, yes, I do. This was a Reserva. I want to say it's a lot of La Aroma de Cuba de Reserva. I got half of it in my pocket right there. I'm trying to find the other half. Yeah. In there. Yeah, I'm just now getting back from that cigar lounge, hanging out with him there. It sucks that everything around here is like so far away, but hey, that's what you get. Live out in the country. And you got to drive a little bit to get to places, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Good to see you there. Good to see you there, Mr. Ryan. Thanks for dropping in. And I got a couple of bugs flying around here, but it's all good. It's all good. All good. Yeah. So we're going to be having a great interview with Cigar Scope. And wait until he gets into the room. But in the meantime, I will be entertaining you guys for a little bit. And tonight I'm smoking on. This was a recommendation from another shop. That was here in Birmingham. This is their latest, I think, the Cohiba Rubicon. I don't know if y'all can see that. I had to change my light too. So that's the Cohiba Rubicon. And he said it was just, a little inexpensive cigar. As Cohibas can kind of range from like $10 all the way up to $30, $35. But he recommended this one to me. Like, yeah, why not? Let's give it a try. So make sure everyone's coming in. Hope everyone's doing well. And as y'all know what to do, as always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And follow me on all social media. We're trying to hit that 500 mark. We're almost there, about 430. So make sure y'all are doing that and following the page and watching. And if you are subscribed, stay subscribed. Make sure you're subscribed to Ray Cigar Lounge. And yeah, we'll go from there. And if y'all always want to support the show, support it right up there. Hit that QR code. And if you want to give a donation or any kind of contribution, you are more than welcome to. And congratulations also to Jimmy J. I don't know if he's in the audience tonight, but a special congratulations. A little bit late to the party, but congratulations to Jimmy. He won one of our first live giveaways on Ray Cigar Lounge. Just mailed that out today. If he's watching, you should get that by Wednesday. So just be on the lookout for that. Just mailed it off this afternoon. And so got some good cigars, some good little stuff coming your way, man. Hey, and if you want to win, just like Jimmy, stay subscribed, watch the show live, and we're doing giveaways, just whenever, man. So hey, do some hashtags, do some promotions, and all sorts of stuff, and yeah, you can win just like him, man. So hopefully we'll get those cigars and we'll enjoy them and everything. So not sure if we're streaming on Facebook. I don't see the link there, but y'all just got to come and watch it on YouTube. It gave some weird error when I came in here. So, but it's saying I'm live on Facebook. I don't know. Let me see. It's saying live. Yeah, it's just the stream is acting weird. Anyway, y'all just may have to watch on YouTube tonight. Sorry for my Facebook people out there, but yeah, we're gonna have a good time as always. And yes, I did make it home. Thank you, man. Yeah, I enjoyed it, Demon Cipher. Thank you, man. Yeah, I appreciate the conversation, appreciate the talk, man. You're always welcome to come on too, as well. So yeah, made it home safely, no craziness. So we're all just out here. Weather's nice. It's got a little bit cooler. It was like 80 out here, man, earlier. I was like, ugh. Weather was a little murky. Not murky, but kind of like humid and like, bleh. But yeah, we made it in all right, and everything. So yeah, I thought I had another lighter here. I think it's an only lighter, but we'll soft flame this one. This one here. I always have a backup where I can, so don't soft flame it. I'll do a little old school, a little soft flame on that. Got that going as well. I'll wait for everybody to kind of come in and join the party there. Just sent the link to Cigar Scope on Instagram. Hopefully it comes in soon. And we'll get a conversation, get the party started there. So yeah, man. Oddly enough, man, I was having some problems mailing it out. So I went to the post office this morning. I tried to mail out the prize to one of our to Jimmy over there, and they were just like, "Yeah, you can't mail this out." And I'm like, "What? I've mailed this out before." Like, yeah, man, you have to be like a business to send a bunch of stuff. And I was like, "Wait a second, I'm not quite a business. I'm just a dude in a tent with a YouTube channel." And they were just like, "Yeah, because of these regulations, you can't send this across state lines and stuff like that. And it's tobacco and it's contraband and it's all this back and forth." So eventually I had to convince the guy. I'm like, "Look, people have been sending me cigars and sending me all sorts of stuff. Who are not businesses. They've sent it to me through USPS. I mean, I don't know how much problem they had, but we got it sent over." But so I thought that was kind of weird. I got that, but I was like, okay. But yeah, we were talking about that earlier and a couple of other things. We'll frame this a little more. It's not too bad. Light draw in the very beginning. It's not too bad. But I hope everybody's doing all right tonight. It's just me going solo, and we'll wait for Cigar Scope to come in just a little bit. So, yeah. And had to remove a couple of my things. It was a little bit of terrible wind and a little bit and some rain. So I had to carry out most of my electronics out of here. And I'm just now putting it back in here. Thanks to my wife. She filled up the cooler and did some stuff for me. So, yeah, man. Yeah. So here we are. Made it right in the nick of time. A couple bugs in here, but that's all good. It's all good. I'm smoke on this down a little bit. Cigar Scope to come out, see where he is. And then we'll go from there, man. All right. Not too bad. I think me and my friend there, we smoked the La Aroma de Cuba. And that was a Reserva cigar. I got half of it in my pocket. I don't know what the other half is. It's probably somewhere in there, but yeah. But yeah, man, it was weird because it was like I was trying to mail that stuff off, and now I'm like, yeah, and apparently UPS didn't do it. I'm like, you got to go next door. And I was like, okay. So I went next door to USPS, and I was like, well, you can't mail this either. And I'm like, what am I going to do? I mean, is the store going to pick it up and drop it off? Am I going to have to put it in a bottle and ship it over there? I'm just like, I don't know. Everyone's weird. All these weird over-regulation in certain states and all sorts of stuff going on. But like, I've never had a problem with this in the past, but things are always changing, I suppose. But yeah, man. Yeah, that's what's going on. So I wonder how Cigar Scope, or if anybody in the comments sections ever had any problems with sending out stuff, let me know. I don't know if you ever run into any problems just sending out stuff to people like that. And it's funny though, I had to sign to send it out. Is this liquid? Is this flammable? Is this dangerous? And I said, no. I was like, okay, you can send it out. It's all good. It's all good, man. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I've got some pairings. I got a non-alcoholic pair, not like Pib. Sometimes you just move from Pib. And then I got like an alcoholic pairing right there. I got Fat Tire. So we'll be delving into all of those as well as we get on to the show. So yeah, I'm gonna sit here and chill. And you guys are also the arbiters. So if you're in the comment section, leave your comments down below. We'll check on them and go from there, man. And eventually, and it's spring break this week, y'all. It's spring break. So kids are out of the house, so I should be able to make some more content and spend some more time with my lovely wife as well and my dog. But yeah. Be able to get some more content done and everything. So, and smoke some more cigars too in the process. So looking forward to all that. Also, let me know if you've had the Cohiba Rubicon. I'll just smoke the other side. That. Get it down. And my other lighter's upstairs too, so that's gonna be something. But yeah. Get you all coming in. We'll get that going. All right. I'm just gonna hang out and chill for a little bit. Let me play a little bit of light sounds here. A little bit of light music going here. Waiting on that. Nice. All right. Never really have a topic for any of these things. Just kind of bounce it off, go with the flow, see what happens there. I don't know how we do it in the lounge. Just hanging out. I'm just a simple guy in the tent. Just a simple dude in the tent. So, All right. I think he entered the building. Very good. There's the man right there. Let me put him on the stage. Boom. There he is.
What's up, man?
How's it going? We have Cigar Scope in the building.
Welcome. You started 15 minutes ago?
No. You didn't miss anything. I'm just warming up the crowd. Or that thereof. So yeah, man, good to see you.
Good to see you, man.
Oh man, how you been?
Pretty good. How about you?
I've been good. Been doing good. So we have Randall from Cigar Scope, content creator, host. Love it, man. Yeah, I was just mentioning earlier, man. I did a drawing, from one of my previous shows, and I guess I'll start off with this question. I was trying to mail it this morning to one of the winners, and I went to the post office, and they're like, man, we can't send this because it's you have to either be a business or an LLC to send out cigars to people. And I guess I'll start off by asking Cigar Scope, have you ever had any problems with sending stuff out to anybody like that? Or
there's a lot of regulation around sending tobacco to people.
Yeah.
And I made that mistake early on. I would tell them exactly what it was. They don't like that. Nope.
Yeah.
So, do you know about pirate ship and all that? So pirate ship allows you to basically create the whole package thing itself.
Okay.
And so you don't have to tell the person anything, talk to the person, and it gives you the cheapest rates that it can. But then you print your own label, essentially.
Okay.
And someone told me about that.
Oh shit. Okay.
Because I was, I had, one of the first people I sent cigars to lived in Canada, and I sent it through UPS, and they ended up having to pay a pretty hefty cost for taxes. And I was like, you shouldn't have to pay for any of that.
Yeah.
But then they were like, no, it's fine. And I said, no, that's terrible, because it was, you don't want to do that. But yeah, there are websites that let you kind of bypass some stuff.
Okay. Huh.
You know what I do say though?
Yeah.
I claim that it's tea, but I spell it like tea, like the letter T, because it is tobacco. But maybe they take it as TEA, right?
Oh.
And my weird thing about not wanting to completely lie.
Yeah, I feel bad because I couldn't even do it at UPS because there's UPS and there's the post office right next door, and I went to UPS first and like, we can't do this, just go next door. And I'm like, but I've sent it through UPS before with no problems, and I don't know, but and then I had to argue with the guy at the post office, like, I've sent this stuff, like, wait, what do y'all want me to do? To put it in a bottle and send it? I don't know, like how do people get any of this stuff? But he's like, you can do it as long as it's a small gift to somebody. And so that's the way he kind of went around it, justified it. The first worker was like, no. The other worker was like, send it. You're not hurting anybody. I said, okay, and so eventually I got it sent out. So hopefully I'll get that Wednesday. But yeah, I was like, that's very odd. I've never run into that problem until today, sending stuff. So I'm like, did something change? Did something happen? But I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely a weird thing, like sending cigars, because it's one of those regulated products, right? So what are you smoking?
I am smoking on tonight. This is the Cohiba Rubicon. Probably this one of their newest lines that they had. I got a recommendation from one of my brick and mortars. It's like, hey, you picking up some cigars? Try this one. And I'm like, okay. So I picked this one up, and it's not too bad for, like I say, like $10 for that. And so not a bad smoke so far. Nice. What you smoking on, man?
So I know you like CAO because I've seen your videos with Brazilian stuff. So I got the Basin 2026.
Okay. Nice,
have you tried any of the Basins?
No, I can't find them anywhere, man. And I know Fogey, I don't know if he's in the audience, but he's like, man, I'll send you some at some point. But yeah, I haven't got any, man. Yeah.
Martin Trucking. You know Martin Trucking?
Yeah, I follow him. Yeah.
Yeah. He sent me this, and I have the same issue. This the Basin series is just so popular that even though it's not really a cost issue, like they're not terribly expensive, it's a find them issue, right? And so that's one of those weird situations where everybody's just all over it all, like instantly when they release.
Okay.
And they get hard to find, but he sent me 2 of these, and this is my second one.
Nice, man. Yeah, they were snagging them up quick. Yeah. But yeah, man, I haven't tried any of the Basins, but I'll get around to it. But yeah, Ben, good to see you, my friend.
You as well.
Yeah.
What's up, Ben?
How's it going? All right. Just hanging out tonight. But yeah, and talking to the legend. Yes, man. Stogey, and I'll try and listen to y'all on the Stogey Society podcast. I interviewed Frank not too long ago.
I saw that.
Yeah, man. He's doing well. Y'all seem to be building up the show and everything. So yeah, man, it's awesome.
Yeah, we're trying.
That is awesome, dude. Very awesome. I don't have Hawkeye with me tonight. He is out. Doing some of my co-hosts is out tonight, but yeah, I'm here hanging out in what I call my tent lounge out here. So we're just having a good time. I like your tent. Yeah, man. I like your tent setup too. you got out there. So do you keep that up? Are you going to keep that up year round, or do you take it down, put it up? How do you work with that one?
So this one's brand new. So here's what
Okay.
happened.
Yeah.
If you've watched my videos the past couple of years, I had a whole like gazebo outdoor area. It was really nice. It
Yeah.
and everything. Uh, I live in a townhome.
Okay.
Long story short, my HOA changed. They
Mm.
claimed we didn't do the right thing when we asked before. So the new HOA said it goes against the HOA policy because it's attached to it's attached to the building. I said, no, it's not attached to the building. It's actually just, it was a permanent structure. You know how there's
Okay.
like semi-permanent, permanent, and then something like a pop-up like this.
Yeah.
And long story short, like we told them no, it was approved and it's not actually attached. But because it's not easily moved, they had a little thing in the rules where it said if it's attached and or disrupts maintenance. And so
Hmm.
this past maybe August, a painting company was supposed to paint the side of the house, and they said, "Well, we can't paint it because there's this thing out here." And so it started the whole thing, and they finally made me take it down. So I
Hmm.
had to take that down. I sold it. Luckily, got some money back for it. Had to, so we dismantled it, and then I
Hmm.
bought this cheap one from was it yeah Walmart,
Okay.
and I mean it's pop up. The only thing that kind of is good about it, besides the fact that I can smoke cigars outside with no worry for my equipment and everything, is that I do have it in a corner. So like heavy winds, rain, it's kind of tucked away. So it's not, it's rated for like maybe 25 miles per hour winds if
Mm.
you have to. But we had some kind of thing come through recently in the East Coast and it was fine. Got up to
Okay.
35 wind gusts, no problems.
Okay. Good, man. Good. Yeah. With this one, I'm probably gonna hopefully I'll get a shed eventually, hopefully this summer or next year, and that's the hope with this. This is just an old scouting tent that I'm using for my stuff right now. So yeah, it's been through it though. I'm still shocked it's standing up, but yeah, yeah. But that's yeah, it's nice when it's nice. It's nice when it's not. It's a hot box in here, or it gets real cold. So it's ooh. But yeah,
Well,
that's the only
does,
disadvantage with this one. But yeah,
does it
yeah,
keep the
man.
bugs out? Because I know you're in Louisiana.
No, I'm in Alabama.
I mean,
But yeah,
sorry, Alabama, not Louisiana, Alabama.
yeah, even still, yeah, it keeps them out. Yeah, keeps them out pretty good as long as there's nothing's open or anything. But yeah, it does a good job in keeping those bugs out, which is nice. We had the old when we used to do the show, we did it under our back porch over there. So then yeah, the bugs were getting pretty bad. So then we had to move it over here. So, but it's not been too bad. Not been too bad. But yeah.
I like
Mm.
the videos you did when you didn't have any shelter and you had the sunset behind you. I was like, "Ooh, this is nice.
That
This is
is
really,
nice.
it's
Yeah.
really cool."
Yeah, I liked it. And it was right before I got my fence up too. I would just sit in the middle of the yard and shoot, man. I might go back to doing that because that was just nice coming after work and just sitting down, relaxing. It was just something a little different for everybody. But yeah, it was nice just chilling with a nice cigar and doing that. And yeah, yeah, man. Now I got the kids. They got their trampoline out there. I got this tent. We got some other stuff. Oh, and my kids got like a big jungle gym to climb on. So we got some more stuff outside. So I got to maneuver around a little bit if I want to do it outside. But yeah, man. Yeah, we've been moving. Yeah, we've been a couple of things, but the little ones, they're gone. It's spring break. So just me and my wife here. So I'm going to catch up on some content, catch up on some
Mm-hmm.
do that. So I'm like, man, I got catch a break for a second. And somebody in the I just came back from a lounge like right before the show started. I was out in the city hanging out with a buddy of mine, smoking a cigar, and I just came back in, put in the show. So yeah, yeah, man.
It's funny. I went to a lounge today as well.
Okay, nice,
They
nice.
had um, they had an Aurora Cigars event going on. So
Hmm.
if you bought 3, you got 1 free. So I took advantage of that. Talked to the rep. You always want to connect. Talked to
Yeah.
the rep, got his contact, he got mine, and but just smoke some
Well,
great cigars. In
nice.
a different place that's not this tent.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
understand that. Yeah, got to change up the atmosphere every now and again. Yeah, definitely, definitely, man. That's awesome, awesome. And Ben, you said Peaky Blinders whiskey coming out this year. Fun gimmick to pick up, hard or hard pass. I don't know. Branded at Shelby Company brand. And they go, okay, all right, all right.
I don't know.
I don't know. Not sure either, but yeah, yeah, man. But man, and Randall, back in the day, you skateboarded, huh? Okay, did your
Yeah.
thing up there, shredding. And you said you had a separate channel. You did that on you.
Yeah, yeah. I actually started YouTube back in like 2006
Oh wow.
because you remember MySpace days?
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure you do. I think we're the same age. Or how old are you?
I'm 36. Yeah.
Oh, you're 36. I'm 37. I just turned
Okay.
37. So yeah,
Nice.
89, something like that.
Yeah.
So, high school, MySpace 2003, something like that. So anyways, um so that's what got me originally into creating content, right? Um Before it was like a thing that could be monetized and everything we got going on now. Not that this can, but whatever.
Yeah.
Um but like, so yeah, I had an old channel that I didn't know anything about branding, about keeping your niche, or having your own brand or anything, and I would just post everything. But yeah, my original channel started as, I just want to create skateboarding content so that I can embed it to MySpace, because it wasn't linking back then, it was embedding. You remember, it was like coding. You would
Mm-hmm.
you would put something like this, and then you made sure you had to save it without messing with anything. You remember those days? It's crazy.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Had the whole background and everything, and
Mm-hmm.
your top 8 friends, top 16. I think you spent to a 16 or something, and those are your people. And yeah, yeah, those were the days, man. Jeez. Man,
Yeah.
yeah, that dude made a killing when he sold it to your Tom buddy. Yeah, out there, he was like always smiling. There he was, your first and sometimes your only friend. I don't know, but yeah,
That was really smart of him to always be your automatic friend.
yeah,
You'll never be topped on MySpace as like the highest subscribed. I mean, unless people unsubbed. I never did.
there you
I
go.
mean, just
There you
but
go. Nice, nice, man. Nice.
would you smoke at the lounge today?
We had, and I have, it was the La Aroma de Cuba. I've got the Reserva, and I probably got the other one in my pocket somewhere, the other band, but it was La Aroma de Cuba. I don't know where the other band is, but yep, that was the one we smoked at the lounge. It wasn't too bad, but it started to unravel on me a little bit. And these guys are like just now coming up, trying to fill their humidor up and everything, trying to get some things going on. So, but it was a really chill vibe. I love the lounge itself. And they even had one where I didn't even know you could go in there 24 hours, man. You go in, if you're a member there, you can punch a code in and just go in like 2, 3 in the morning and smoke a cigar if you wanted to. Like, oh yeah, man, we park in the back and people just punch the code in and come in, and it was a nice little back area out there too. But yeah, they're coming up, and I think they were a chain. They were a chain. They started in Chicago. They just opened one up in Birmingham, and that's where I came from. So yeah, man, it's a nice little place. Got some nice music playing, chill vibes. Liked it, man.
I think that'd be really great, especially if you're a night shift worker,
Yeah.
right? I mean, because I feel like, so I worked night shifts for a while.
Okay.
There's really nothing out there for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like you go to lunch break, it's like, what are my options? Some fast food chain. I mean, and this is pre-COVID. I don't know what it's like now, but I
Yeah.
remember when like McDonald's would stay open all night and a couple others. But like, there's a lot that like for example, do you guys have Bojangles?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, okay, good. So Bojangles wouldn't open until 5:30, and I was like, dang, do I want to wait that long to get to? Because like I like Bojangles,
Yes.
and I was like, do I
Some
want to
chicken.
wait till 5:30 to take? Because that's like 6.5 hours into my shift. You know.
Yeah. Man, I know that, man. That's some good chicken. Yeah. We just opened up a Raising Cane's not too long ago, and the line has been out the door for the past couple of weeks. And my mother-in-law, she got some, and I've yet to get some, man. But yeah, I haven't tried it. But yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, people are coming on up. Yeah, but that's what's going on.
We're starting to get water burgers. Do you have a water burger?
Yes.
Okay, so in North Carolina, we're starting to get them. They're all building up at the same time. And everybody's
Okay.
super excited. And I'm like you. I'm like, I'll wait for the hype to come down and then I might go in there.
Well,
You
yeah.
know? I
Oh
mean, I'm
yeah.
sure it's good, but I don't want to wait.
Oh, Whataburger is really good. Yeah, it is. It is awesome. I wish they closed the one near where I live, but then they opened one up a little further down in Birmingham. So I go there. Sometimes I'll head there, but it's some good stuff, man. Definitely worth a try. Worth it. Hello, how's it going? How's it going? Thanks for coming on in.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on? Leave your questions and comments. Y'all also drive the comments. Anything you want to ask the man, Mr. Cigar Scope here or myself, we are always available. So come on in, ask some questions, man.
So Ray, your channel is interesting to me. You prioritize, I feel like, the lives more than the stay on content. Like just like I mean, the lives stay on as well, but you really dig the lives, huh?
I do, yeah. And it was actually just this past year, yeah. I started doing more live content, and I'm like, I'm working nonstop. I try to get some more like actual videos and content out, but I'm like, if I can try and do this at least, I kind of once a week get a live show going and cut up some clips, and do it that way. I can do that, and like I said, it's primarily like work, kids, sleep, and it's like repeat. And I'm just like, man, I want to make more time to do more actual videos and content. But yeah, I've been trying to get a little better at my live streaming and everything, and trying to put that together and incorporate it. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun putting everything together.
Yeah, and I think lives are fun. I think, like you said, you can clip them, make stuff for your channel, and I also think it's if you are busy, you don't have time to edit, right? This is
Yeah,
something you can at least put out to the people,
yeah,
and it's definitely a workflow, but in a
yeah,
different way. You can contribute like 2 or 3 hours a week, but like it's all done at the end, as
yeah.
opposed to 2 or 3 hours a week of editing your video you shot last Sunday, right?
Yes, yes, that's nice. That's always nice. I've been using Opus clips to put some of my stuff together, man. That's been okay, yeah, and doing that. But yeah, it's been fun. Definitely been fun doing this. So and I'll keep on keeping on doing it. So yeah, man. We're gonna hit some goals and keep it moving. Keep it moving, man. Yeah, awesome, awesome. Well,
Yeah,
Mr.
you're
Cigar,
closing in.
what's
Oh,
that?
sorry. I was saying you're closing in on 500. Is that
I'm
right?
getting close. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
nice.
gonna have hopefully have a party, a big 12-hour live stream party. Get everybody, get you, everybody I've ever invited, and more. Overall, just live stream for 12 hours. I've got to put all that together when the time comes, but it's gonna be fun, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to have some people come down, just have a big party. So, yeah, we got some goals we're trying to get to. So, yeah, 500. And I don't know, 1,000. I said, I don't know. It's lengthy. I said 24 hours. I don't know if I can stream for that long, but we will see. That's kind of the goal there. And my wife's like, you can't do this for 24. I said, we going to try with this stuff. So we're trying to break some barriers, do a couple of things, and you just keep on moving, man. But yeah, that's the goal. I'm gonna start with the 12 and see how we go from there, and then go from there. But yeah, we'll have you're invited. Everybody I've ever, you know, sent the link out to, and they just come in and out. Fogey's really excited. He's like, I'm ready. He's like, he's ready to do it. But yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. All right. There's Frank right there, man. What's going on, man? Oh, he can't hear anything. Oh, well. Well, all right, man. Well, we love you too, buddy. Thanks for being on the
Appreciate you,
show.
Frank.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and I see the Stogey Society. Y'all are getting some traction too. I see y'all had on. What did y'all have on this
Karen
last?
Berger.
Yes, Karen Berger. I
Yep.
caught some clips of that. Yeah, man. Well, awesome, dude.
Yeah. We're trying. I mean, it's just like consistency, length of the podcast. We always try to talk through what's working, what's not working, and change. Kind of like you probably do after every live. You're like, all right, what's working, what's not working. What I like about your lives, you keep it with the cigars, but then you might go off on anime or movies.
Yeah,
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 I like
definitely.
that because if I'm into that too, it's like, oh, well, yeah, I'll stick around, hear what you got to say about like the future Mortal Kombat that I'm excited about.
Yes.
With the
Well,
Luke, the Johnny Cage.
yes,
Yeah, I'm
that's going
excited.
to be good. And I
It
don't know
is.
if you're a gamer. Mortal Kombat 1. we got it's that's oh man, I don't know what they were doing with that. They especially I don't know. I don't want to spoil it for anybody if y'all are playing it, but the gameplay is always good, but that storyline was a little weird, man. I know they're trying to do something different, but dang, you know. But yeah, it was fun. More or less, it was still fun though. I liked it. But some people are like, no, it's the worst thing since the Great Depression. I've heard. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I didn't think that's serious, but okay, but yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
But, oh, man. So, man, I guess I'll ask it. I know not a lot of us smoke cigars. How did you get into all this from skateboarding to cigars? I don't know if that's the transition that happened, but man, and how did you get into this world of cigars?
Yeah, mine's probably like how a lot of people are. You hang out with someone else who got into it, and then they eventually affect you with the lifestyle, right? Like,
Yeah,
and I say that jokingly, but so I was 29, like it was like 2018 or something. And a buddy of mine was like, me and a buddy of mine were drinking, and he randomly asked me one time, like, "Hey, have you ever tried a cigar?" I
yeah,
said, no, no, I never really crossed my mind because I feel like it's that world that's like in front of you, but not really if you're not looking for it. Like
yeah,
you see it in movies and stuff, but you never think to like jump off or whatever. And so he said, another guy I was hanging out with got me into it like a week or so ago. He's like, I like it. And then he said, he gave me a couple. You want one? And I said, I mean, I guess because you're drinking anyway, right?
yeah,
So I was like, yeah, yeah. He goes, and that's how he sold me. He said, oh, it makes the drinking experience totally better. Like he's like, because you got something else to focus on, and it makes the beer taste better because you're doing something else to dry out your palate. And I was like, yeah, whatever. And my first cigar, he gave me a Perdomo 10th anniversary champagne.
okay,
And funny enough, there's some people out there that are like, oh, I love my first cigar. I thought it was good, but I
yeah,
didn't get anything out of it besides, oh, I got like a tobacco taste in my mouth that I can't get rid of. But then
yeah,
I'm drinking and stuff too. And then of course the next morning you wake up and you're like, I can tell I smoked a cigar last night because it's so different from just never smoking.
yeah,
It's I'm going from zero to the 100 or whatever, right? So I don't know how it evolved, honestly. I really don't.
okay,
Because the next day I was like, yeah, that was fun. And then the next weekend we're hanging out. We're like, you want to do it again? Yeah, let's do it again. And at first, the first probably like 10 or 15, I was just doing it because it was like, yeah, I'm smoking and I'm drinking anyway, right?
yeah.
And then I start going off on my own and just kind of buying cigars. Like going to like, do you have a Total Wine where you're at?
No, I don't think so.
So it's a place in North Carolina that just sells wine and craft beer and then has a cigar humidor. And so that's the only place I really knew of. So I would go in there and I would just be like, yeah, I guess I'll try this one and this one and this one. And I just bought a couple. And then from there, it was like, okay, now I have, how you start storing them just in the bag that you bought it in. You don't really
Yeah,
have a humidor or anything. So I would buy like 3 or 5 just to get me through the week. And I started like kind of trying different things. And then I was like, man, do I really like this? Is this like my new lifestyle kind of thing? And but I mean, I really just kept doing it. Like every day I would just kind of be like, I kind of want a cigar now. So
nice.
it was, and then, after that, after eventually you start to look up content on YouTube, and then people that was before I started my channel would be like, oh, I'm getting a toasty oak or a chocolate or something. And I'm like, nah, bullshit. Like, nah, you're not. And then I start, smoking, and I'm like, actually, I'm getting, because the first thing I started getting was like the wood, because I feel like it dries out your palate and kind of, I'm like, I guess I'm getting that little bit of that what they call cedar, because if you smell cedar, it probably tastes like it smells, right? And so I would get
Yeah,
that first, and then things like chocolate are easy to identify because if you've had a lot of chocolate in your life, like, oh, this has a sweetness to it. And then I learned to retrohale, and then I started getting all these nuttiness and creamy and everything else, and it just kind of evolved. And now, you know, 8 or however many years later, I, I'm doing it like, yeah, all the time. I feel like instead of water, I should be drinking with you.
that's all right, man. Hey, you drink what you want. What you got? That Guinness, okay?
Yeah, yeah. Guinness is a pretty safe bet with what I got because of the uh basin.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice,
I
nice,
feel like it's
man.
probably good.
Nice, nice. I'm not much of a Guinness Stout guy. This is the darkest I will do. I'll just do the Fat Tire or an amber beer. But yeah, Guinness is almost like, well, I guess I'm not much of a coffee guy really, but it's like a dark coffee to me. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, and I guess you could, since you're drinking beer, and so you can relate a little bit because obviously you're a beer drinker.
Yeah,
This is similar to when you start beer, right?
yeah,
First time you drink it, you're like, you may like it. There's people like that. I didn't like beer when I first drank it. But then randomly one day, you're tired from working and you just go, I kind of want a beer, you know? Somehow it just hits, like it hits you right. And you're just like, oh, I kind of want a beer. I want that breadiness from like your lager, or I want that like dark espresso from my stout.
there
But
you
I
go,
want
man.
something,
I
you know?
love it. I love it, and it hits you too. Like when you're grilling, man. It's I don't know. It's just a beer and a grill. It's just it pairs off really well. Cigar, anything like that, man. But yeah, that's it. That is it, man. That is awesome, awesome, dude. And Cigar Scope, do you go to any of the major conventions? Have you been to like PCA or anything like that? Are y'all planning maybe as a podcast or to go? I don't know. I've been looking at it, and they want you to join. I guess get a membership and join. And then someone wanted me to interview them there, and I'm like, I don't know if I can, but yeah. Have you maybe y'all looked into doing some bigger conventions, or y'all just maybe doing something locally for your show, or
Um, I mean, I guess you could say the ultimate goal would be eventually to get big enough where you would be invited out, right?
yeah,
I mean, why not? You're already doing content. But we do have, Epicurean Smoke, Steven.
mm-hmm.
He's gone to a few conventions. He's going in a couple weeks to this one, PCA.
Okay,
Uh,
yeah,
I'm not going. I would love to go, but I'm not going. I've never been to one. It's something that it's really only hit my purview probably for the last like 2 years of like, I mean, you could go, because ahead enough that like it's happening. So,
yeah,
you could buy a ticket if you need to buy a ticket and everything. And because I think this year, what's it in Louisiana, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, nice, nice. Yeah, I try to just go some local stuff up here. I think Nick Perdomo, I think, was up here in October, not too long ago. He went to a couple of the shops, and I hate that I missed him. I was working, but yeah, he was up there, just I guess promoting his newer line and everything. So yeah, yeah, that's awesome, man. That is awesome. Good deal, man.
Would you ever want to go to one?
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. I've seen videos of people going, and I bet the atmosphere would be pretty good. The trade shows and meeting different people. And speaking of, I don't know if he's watching either. Ray Ogo, he messaged me a couple days ago. He's like, "Man, come up to Virginia, man. I got this luau thing I want you to go to." He's always messaging me like, "I'm going here, I'm going there, I'm flying here," and I'm like, "Ray, I don't have that kind of time or money. I'm sorry, but I want to go. Keep inviting me, please."
Oh,
We
he's
will
a
meet up one day. I love that guy. He sent me
yeah,
some cigars not too long ago. So,
he's a
good
great
dude.
dude.
Yeah,
Definitely a good dude.
love that guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think he sent me some. What was it? Madre Tierra. He gave me a couple of those, and they were on the show not too long ago. So yeah, man, it's always good. It's a good community, man. It's just nice to go back and forth. He something he mentioned. I'm sure you were probably listening when he was on the show last. He's like, I love Cigar Scope. I love his recommendations. He got a luxury box because you were going over it, man. He got a subscription. And I'm like, he always has the like right palate, the right time. He's got like a really smooth voice. He's like Mr. Rogers of the community. He's just really nice to listen to. And I'm like, yeah. So it's just like he's really laid back, as opposed to you see, some other folks are okay, but like you have like a distinct voice, like, oh, okay, what's going on? It's me, and I'm like, oh, that's nice. So, yeah, man, you've made an impact, especially, but
I
yeah,
appreciate that. And actually, going back to the luxury thing, yeah, I mean, they do sponsor the Stogey Society podcast, but I will say
nice.
I've had it since like last October, November, and they've consistently given cigars that I've never had. And so, what I appreciate about that is for a long time, I used to get this other monthly cigar club
Okay.
that it was like in the beginning when I got it, it was fine because I was getting cigars that like maybe I've had some, but maybe I haven't. But then it kind of felt like over time they just got lazy and they kept repeating cigars.
Mm.
And so I finally canceled that. And
Okay.
then I
Mm.
was it was perfect timing because I was kind of like looking for another club because I do like having something coming in that I don't know what it is. I do like that. Like if it's
Okay.
something that's good, right?
Yeah.
And so we got that sponsorship for the podcast, and it's been great because I don't mind promoting it because I really do feel like that there is a value in that.
Okay.
Like I I mean they give some great cigars, and
Yes.
uh I don't know if you watch those videos when I'm unboxing them, but I'm
Yeah.
always like, oh, I've never had any of these cigars. Now it's getting to the point I've had some of the blends, but I haven't had the Vitola. So, for example, in this most recent pack, they had the Aganosa leaf, rare leaf, or supreme leaf, but I've had both of those. I think it was the rare, whatever
Okay.
the gold band is. But I didn't have the Corona Gorda size. I had it in a Toro.
All
So I
right.
said, we're getting close to getting some repeats as far as like for myself, like stuff I
Mm.
bought.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of just fun to joke about that. Like if I've had it before, I do like that cigar anyway. But I'm waiting to see what the first cigar that they send me that I've actually had that I bought myself. But
Mm.
so far we're about six months in, 7 months in, 4 months, whatever it is, and
Yeah.
I've no repeats yet.
Very nice, man. That's good. Yeah. I've been thinking about getting some kind of, maybe membership or something like that in the future. I buy all my stuff just online, mostly in bulk. I just actually recently I got to do an unboxing video, not in a little bit, but yeah, um, I just get some stuff online and get it. And I got more of my go-tos, but I'm trying to branch out a little bit. And I've heard some pretty good lines, like the Johnny Tobacco Nut. I've been really looking forward to that one and a couple of others. But yeah, man, yeah, it's been definitely a journey doing that, man. But
What's your favorite brand right now?
so far, I like the Cohiba Blues, which are pretty good. I like just a nice. It's like a good balanced cigar for me. I like the sweetness and it's got some little ginger spices and some stuff in there that I like. And Hawkeye, if he was here, he usually gets like the acid cigars. He likes something a little more flavored. But I gave him that one. I had an extra one, and he loves that. He's like, yeah, that's the one. That might be one of my go tos in the future. And I was like, oh, okay, all right. So yeah, but yeah, those are pretty good. I'm getting in more of the different Cohiba lines. They say some are hit and miss, but so yeah. This Rubicon like so far is pretty good, and I like
Yeah,
this.
several years ago I did a review on the Cohiba Red Dot,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
that video, my tone has changed on that one specifically because I believe I don't know what it is now, but at the time it was my most expensive bought cigar. It was like
Mm,
21 bucks, and it
mm-hmm.
was probably a Corona Gorda size or a Robusto or something. And at the time I was like, oh, this is top tier. It has to be. It's $21. Price got me. Like I was like, I'm gonna spoil myself.
There you go.
And it's okay, but it's not something that I would say like, oh, you go out and buy a box of.
Okay.
I think there's other Cohibas that I think were a little bit better. Like the blue, I think is a little bit better than the red dot personally. I
All
think it's a
right.
little bit cheaper as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
right. Like 15. Is it
Mm-hmm.
15? Something like that.
Yeah.
It's more bang for your buck because, like you said, it's got a nice little spice to it. The um, the red dot is okay, but I don't think it hits in that 20 plus price point because you're looking at 20 plus. You're looking at Placencia. I don't know if you've had any of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
and those are really hitting around that area. And there's just so many now that are like, and I mean, cigars have gone up anyway, so
Yeah.
you have to kind of raise your prices that you would think in your head, like, I'm gonna raise up. But like, I think we can all still tell like what kind of hits in its price point and what doesn't.
Yeah.
There's some great $7 cigars out there.
There are. Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to spend 50 to get a great cigar, and you shouldn't, especially
No.
if you're a multiple times a month cigar smoker. Like,
Mm.
save your paychecks, but
Yes.
find what you like that's in that nicer range and just
Agreed. Definitely agreed, man. Yeah. Oh, no doubt. No doubt, man. I like that. You know, keep
so you
on
got
popping.
the Gordo. I think I have that in my humidor.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You got okay. All right. Yeah. I think this is the Gordo Rubicon size from Cohiba. It's not too bad. Not too bad. And some nice little notes of oak on there. Just kind of chill. It's not too crazy. Kind of medium bodied going on there with the flavor. But yeah. Yeah, man. Like I said, when I came back in, I'm like, oh, I don't have a cigar to pick up. Just opened up the humidor, grabbed it, and came in. Like, oh, this is gonna be the one, and got a backup one if I, everything goes there. So yeah, yeah, man.
Yeah, when I was looking through my humidor, I was like, I know Ray loves the Brasilia CAO,
Yes.
so I'm gonna grab a CAO something. And then I saw that I had another basin, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna grab a basin because CAO is one of those companies that I feel like is underrated.
Hmm. Mm.
I mean, a lot of people like CAO, but then a lot of people like it but don't buy it, right? But I
Yeah.
think they have a lot of blends that are well priced. Like I like the Brasilia, like the what's the other one? The Ecuador is good, the yellow and blue, I think, or something like that.
All right.
Um, and then the basins are great, and they're not very expensive. They're just very sought after.
Yeah. Yeah. I think somebody went on there and once the basins dropped, I think his website crashed.
Mm.
Everybody was trying to buy them. He's like, I'm sorry, they're gone, man. I can't get any more in. Like, we're sorry. And I was like, oh, I did it at the last second, man. And I'm like, nope. But yeah, and those and Dunbartons, man, they're killing it out there too, man. I tried to get I love the red meat lover cigars, and you can get them at the brick and mortar, but those sold out real quick too. And I was like, man, like when are you getting them back in? I was probably gonna be a couple months. And I'm like, oh man, yeah, those sell out pretty quickly, and yeah,
That made your top list.
yes, I loved it.
It's a
There's
it's
something.
a it's a great cigar.
It was incredible. Yeah. Oh my goodness. And that was like one of my first like heavy smokes that I had. And they hit all the right places, man. I'm glad I ate before I did that video, man. I was like, oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, that was a good one. And I passed out on the couch right after I made that video. Like, oh, it was nice. It was really nice.
I feel like it's one of those cigars that's nice because when you go out to smoke a cigar, you don't want to finish it and be like, I wish I had a cigar to smoke. You know what I mean? Like that's one that's gonna make you go, all right, that's all I need tonight.
There you go.
You know, like you're gonna you can tell you smoked a cigar.
Yeah.
That's gonna
Yeah.
keep it. That's gonna stay on your palate for a little while.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. That's awesome, dude. That is awesome. Awesome. Welcome back, Ryan. Thank you for coming back. Yeah, man. That's pretty chill night, man. That's kind of how I do my shows. And people wonder, like, why are you doing shows so late? I'm like, I got stuff to do on Saturdays, man. Like, I'm running around. Kid has baseball. Daughter has dance. I'm all over the place, man. So I come out here. This is my moment to come out here and hang out. But yeah, so that's what I do. So yeah, yeah,
Yeah, do it
man.
when you can.
Yes, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Indeed. And I'll ask this question too as well. Anybody in history, fact or fiction? I ask this all my guests. Like you'd want to smoke with, living or alive, dead, past, anybody. Or,
Um, I'd like to smoke with like, I mean, this is such a generic answer, but Arnold Schwarzenegger.
yeah.
I just feel like he really likes cigars. He pulled a cigar smoker where somebody else got him into it and then he just took off with the hobby. Like I think his ex-wife's dad got him into it and then he was just like, "Oh, I love it." And even though they're not together anymore, he's always just been such a big like he'll I always wonder this. And I don't know if you've ever thought about this. So in movies, right? Like do you like Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Oh yeah.
So, say for example, Predator, right? Do you think it's him saying, "I think this scene needs a cigar," because I don't know if that's written in the script, and this is how I think. Because in my head, say I'm the actor and I'm trying to find the character, and in the beginning of the movie, he comes out of the helicopter, he has a big Churchill, and there's like a silhouette of him lighting it, and
Yeah.
then like next scene, he meets his buddies and everything else. I'm wondering if Arnold was like, "Hey, uh, this guy smokes cigars, military dude, muscular, all
Yeah.
manly, whatever." I feel like that's something that the actor brings into it because I don't see someone writing a script and going, pulls out cigar. Like that just kind of gets too nuanced and feels too directive. I feel like it's the character kind of organically saying, well, I smoke cigars, so this character's smoking cigars. I don't know though. It could be.
Yeah. That's possible. Yeah. Well, now you're just kind of doing it socially and kind of blending in with it. Yeah. That's definitely very possible. Yeah. And
Um, oh, go ahead.
oh no, yeah. Well, and for me, I guess no. So smoking socially. Do you have a lot of people like around you that smoke cigars, or is it mainly just you and maybe this online community? Because that's for me, it's just mostly online. I'll smoke with some people, and sometimes Hawkeye he'll be on the other side smoking with me. But that's mainly about it, really. And the guy I hung out with not too long ago. But I don't. That's how I started. Yeah, just I try to do something once a month, and I'm like, well, no one really wants to do it, so I just came online and just found a community there. So
Yeah. Unfortunately, the only person in my life that I smoke with is the guy that got me into it, but he's busy with a kid sometimes and this and that. So like my wife and I, we don't have kids at the moment.
okay,
It's a future plan, but like right now it's deliberately not happening. It's
yeah,
not like anything, but like um so he has kids, and so like today, for example, I went to the cigar lounge. I had asked him, hey, you wanna head out that way, because I don't go to cigar lounges very often. But when I do, I'm always like, "Hey, anybody in the area want to go?" and this and that. But yeah, I think the online community really helps with doing this because
hmm,
now you can feel like, oh, I have friends that do this. It's not just me isolated in my outside, man cave area, whatever. Um, and so I enjoy my solo cigars, but I also really like making the content because I feel like even if I'm just talking to a camera, it's like, well, now this cigar has been shared with others, right? I do like smoking with people in person though, because I do feel like um, conversations can flow better sometimes.
yeah,
You just relax and you're smoking a cigar. And actually, I've gotten both my brothers into smoking cigars. They don't do it as often, but like anytime we're hanging out, I'm like, can we turn this into a cigar thing too, or how's that going to work?
yeah,
you know.
nice, nice. All right, very nice, very nice. Yeah, I'll do it. It's more of, I guess, on occasion. My friends will come down, we'll all smoke, and just hang out a little bit, and that's mainly it. And like I said, most of the time it's just in the community here, smoking and hanging out, talking to people. That's it, man. That's
hmm
really it. So it's been
Who
good.
who was your person you would smoke with, dead or alive?
Me, probably Tupac. I
Mm.
think he's a very interesting character. Just kind of learning, like, you know, you got this crazy side of you, but you also got this like humanitarian kind of thing going on. As like two different personalities, especially through his music and through his activism and stuff. A little crazy, kind of very outspoken, but yeah, I just want to pick his brain. Him, maybe like Barack Obama, somebody like that.
Do
And
they
I know
smoke?
I don't know if he does.
Oh.
He wrote in his book, The Audacity of Hope, about when he was first like really coming up as a senator and things like that. There was a portion in there talking about how Democrats and Republicans would like not break bread per se. They would smoke cigars, play poker, and eat steak, going
Mhm.
over certain like laws and things that they wanted to put into place and things that they disagreed with. It was really interesting. And he's like, yeah, I had a cigar with so and so and this guy, and we didn't agree on anything, but we had a good time. Yeah, so, yeah. Mine would be from. Well, thank you, Ryan. Right.
Oh,
Well, thank
there you
you.
go.
Now I'll take that. I will absolutely take that. Definitely. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate the love, man.
Uh,
Appreciate
lem
it.
let me ask you this, Ray. Did you see that Diddy documentary?
Yeah, I did.
Dude, so
Oh,
maybe controversial. Was Suge Knight innocent?
uh,
he they made him seem that way. Like
I don't
if you
know.
if you watch it, so I was always
Yeah,
we're the same age.
yeah,
I was always under the impression Suge Knight had something to do with Tupac's death. Like that's what you hear, all that stuff. Watched the Diddy documentary, and I don't know, like just hearing how Suge treated Tupac and stuff.
yeah,
I can't say one way or the other, but it seemed like to me, and maybe that's just the way they made it seem, but like to me, it was like, oh,
yeah,
did he? Was he good? Was he not like the guy we thought he was? And Suge Knight is a big cigar smoker.
yeah,
Like if you watch that documentary, almost every interview clip, everything else, he had a cigar in his hand or in his mouth. And these were the golden ages where you could go to the Academy Awards and have a cigar in your hand because
yeah.
wasn't all these laws about like smoking inside and stuff. And
Yeah, it's crazy now, especially speaking of the laws, man. They're out there in Washington trying to be like, hey, what is a premium cigar? I'm like, that is crazy. Y'all know what a
mm-hmm.
premium cigar is. And I know a lot of the other, some other channels are like trying to get out there and do activism and talk about it and stuff like that. And, trying to preserve our rights to do this. And I'm like, man, I'm like, how do y'all not know? Y'all done this for centuries, man. I just thought it was crazy. But yeah. I don't know. That's just
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's a
it's
crazy
over my
world.
pay grade, but
Yeah.
it's just something I thought I would mention because I was like, was Suge innocent?
Yeah, I don't
I don't
know.
know. Yeah, I
He did a
I
lot of
couldn't tell you.
time, but I don't know. But I know for other things he was a very intimidating dude. But yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, he was tall, big. Like
mm,
I think he was way over 6 foot and just a big person. Like broad shouldered and everything else. But
mm,
I don't know. He did do a lot of time, not for Tupac stuff, for other things.
yeah.
But
Oh yeah,
my thing is charge for what should be charged for.
yeah.
I don't know.
Man, that's crazy. I mean, I know you saw you watch Pawn Stars. They were trying to. I think the dude Ricky was trying to buy, or Chumley was trying to convince him to buy the car that Tupac was shot in, and they went to some dealership. And it was the original car and everything, and they were trying to sell it. The dude was trying to sell it to him for like $3 million. I was like, ooh, dang! But that was the car. Like it was an iconic piece of history, and he was going
Oh,
over. He never bought it, but it was like, dang, man. It's like it's just a regular. I don't know what the car was, like a Mercedes or something. But yeah,
yeah, some kind of something. Yeah.
yeah, but they were trying to sell it to him, and I'm like, ooh, I wouldn't pay no $3 million just to have it. I don't know, sitting there or something. But man, that was interesting, man. That I always wondered where that car went. It was always in that wherever that Hollywood. It was like some Hollywood dealership or something where they just keep old iconic things from the past, and there it was sitting on the showroom floor. I'm like, oh well, okay, right there. But yeah, I thought
There
that
it
was an
is.
interesting piece of history there. But yeah. Diddy did. Diddy done. Diddy. Well, yeah. Oh man, that mess was crazy. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
man. It's crazy. The whole thing's
Mm,
crazy.
mm, indeed.
Oh man.
That is what's going on. Yeah. Mm, mm.
Man, this basin is fantastic.
Okay. Okay. Pairing
You
it
know
off.
that
Yeah.
oh yeah, it's pairing very well, but like the thing that I believe the basin has that the other ones don't, with the exception of the Peruvian, because isn't there like a CAO Peruvian or no? I,
I think there's a.
I know there's an around the world sampler pack because I've had it
Yeah,
before.
I've had that one. Yeah. I think it's
Um,
in Colombia. I think it's Peru. I think
yeah,
it's in there.
Peru, America, Colombia, Brazil,
Yeah.
and I don't want to say Nicaragua. I don't feel like it was. I feel like it was something else. But
Mm,
either way, this has some Peruvian tobacco in it, which If you ever have it, a lot of these cigars have almost like a tawny port wine kind of grapiness to it
Yeah.
on the draw, and like when when you puff without lighting it, and then when you light it, there's some kind of nice like dark fruit sweetness that just kind of lingers, and it's something that's really hard to find in other cigars, which is why I think it gets around the community, and then everybody buys them.
Hmm.
And the other thing about it is, even though it's a Toro, this thing, if you're just casually smoking it, can last you like 2 hours and 15 or 20 minutes because it burns very slow. In fact, when I reviewed it on my channel, I remember I pulled it out and I was like smoking it, and then I got down to like a little bit past the band, and I could have had like another 20 minutes. I don't know. I was just like, or maybe 15. I was like, I'm done. Like, I'm one of those that I like cigars a lot, so I'll mostly nub everything I can if it's nub worthy.
Oh
And
yeah.
most cigars, in my opinion, are like, yeah, get everything you can until it gets bitter, you know.
Yes.
And this one was one that I was like, all right, I've been out here long enough. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Some cigars are like that. You just like, yeah, I'm done.
Feel that.
It beat me.
I understand that, man. I get that. Oh, I had one like that earlier, right before I left to the lounge, and it was like down to the nub. I'm like, oh, there's not so much I can do. And my friends will make fun of me, like, dude, it is out. It is done. Put it out. I'm like, no, there's so much I can get out of it. And I'm like, yeah. But yeah.
Well, some cigars never get bitter, and then you're kind of like right here at the end. You're like,
Yeah.
because it's just not getting bitter. So you're like, why not just puff it down to the end?
There you go. There you go, man. There you go.
Do you ever smoke in the morning? Cup of coffee, anything like that?
Not usually. I may have some time tomorrow. I'm gonna probably get one of those giant tobacco nuts, maybe review it and maybe do something in the morning. I heard that's a nice morning cigar to get you started in the day. But most of the time, I just do it in the afternoon, the evening time. Smoking cigars, yeah, but not so much in the morning. I'll start doing that more. Maybe
It's
have some time.
addictive. Don't do it if you don't have time.
Oh
It's
man,
it's so you know how you enjoy your time at the end of the day, and you're like, oh, this is perfect. I will say I work remote. Our hybrid schedule, so a couple of days a week I'm remote,
okay,
and morning time with a cup of coffee and a cigar, it's like you flow your energy, you got focus, because the cigar can help you like if I'm editing or doing something right here, the cigar is keeping me interested in what I'm doing.
okay.
Right? I mean, because like um isn't if you have to call customer service, for example, isn't calling customer service with a cigar in your hand much better? Because
Yeah.
you're like, oh yeah, I'll wait, no worries.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
like it distracts you enough that you're like, I don't feel like I'm working.
That's nice. That's a
Yeah.
nice feeling. I was in a cigar shop about a month ago or so ago. A guy was interviewing somebody with a cigar. He was sitting on the other side of the room, just hey, let me put you on hold or something. Let me review your resume. He clicked off the camera. He was just lighting a cigar up and smoking. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that was nice. Just
That's how you do
interviewing.
it.
Okay, but yeah, that was awesome. That was fun, man.
Have you seen that? Do you watch movies much?
Yeah, yeah.
I saw me and my wife saw what is that new movie that just came out? Ready or Not 2 or whatever.
Okay.
Did you ever see the first one?
I don't think so.
Number 2 was really good. The first one was good too. It came out like a year or two ago, but number 2 is in theaters now, and it's really good. Much better than I thought it would be, actually.
Okay. Nice, nice. Nice. I ought to check that out. Man, unfortunately, the cinemas around here are just dying out, man. We had one
Oh,
that
are
we
they?
went to. Yeah. We used to always go to not too long ago, and now they turned it into like a gym or something. And I'm like, oh man,
Mm.
it was a nice theater though. And now we got to go. because I'm in the middle of like nowhere now. We moved like out to the country, so now I have to drive even further to go down to the city and everything. And so, man, going to find a good theater or anything, you can't even find it anymore, man. Everything's going to the streaming and stuff. I'm like, oh man, but yeah,
Oh, that's a shame.
yeah.
Oh, can you give me a few minutes? My light's about to die. I'm gonna see if I can get the cable.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, go ahead, man. All right. Be right back, smoking. I like it. I like it. All right, man. An hour's gone by. I'll say one thing, man. An hour has gone by and it does not feel like it, man. That's when you know you got a good conversation, you got a good smoke, you're in the zone, you're doing your thing. So yeah, man. Yeah, y'all leave your questions, comments down below. Got the legend Cigar Scope Randall in the house. And myself here. Nice night, right under the stars, and a cow mooing. So yeah, man. Enjoying. I'm probably about on the second third of this Cohiba Rubicon. Kind of medium body, kind of chilling out on it. Good construction, not bad for the price either. Something kind of medium chill for the night. Yeah, we be doing all right. We're doing all right, man. We are doing okay. And make sure y'all also subscribe to Cigar Scope on YouTube and follow him on his social media as well. And show him some love there. Y'all subscribe here as well. So we're trying to hit our 500 subscriber mark so we can have a big old party. I know 500 is not a lot in the world of YouTube, but it's a lot of people. 500 is more than some people's hometowns, especially around here, man. So hey, that's a lot of people. So y'all make sure you're checking us out and subscribing and being a part of the conversation, man. All right. All right. Here we go. You keep on enjoying this? Yeah. Okay. Nice. Sometimes it's just nice to sit out here and there's a little dead air. Sometimes it's just nice to sit out here and just enjoy the open air. Yeah, leaving comments, questions, anything y'all have down below for myself, Cigar Scope, we got going on, things like that. I'm gonna look up some stuff here. We turn on a little bit of music going on here. There, boom. And boom, there we go. A little background music for y'all right there. And we are enjoying the night. Episode 42. I can't believe I make 42 of these, y'all. We are here. We are here. Definitely. All right. All right. The ash is good on this too.
What'd you say?
Well, the ash is pretty good on this too. Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
see.
it's got a good construction to it and everything.
Oh yeah.
I'm good.
I
I'm
think
good.
I have one of those. Pulled out one of those like portable chargers. See if this will work.
All right.
I hope it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I guess. Let's see if I have a. The problem with an Apple is there's not many or no USB. That sucks.
No.
No.
No, man. Oh, you get that. You get that running there.
Let's see if this will work. It might be enough power to, or it might be enough juice to power it.
Oh, okay.
There we go. It'll give it some more life than, so we'll see.
All right,
Let
good
it
deal.
go.
Good deal, man.
I think some of my equipment's getting old. These rechargeable things, and they don't last, as long as they used to, fully charged.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I got this Rode microphone here. It's been through almost everything, but yeah, I just plug it in and go. But hey, yeah.
Rode's a good brand, though.
Yeah. I was looking at a good microphone. I'm like, it's either that one or what's the other one they had as Rode, and then Shure is not bad either. I was looking at between those two, and I got the Rode. It got it for a pretty good price. So yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
And Cigar Scope, would you ever want, as your channel grows and you gain, the podcast and popularity, would you want to do this more so part-time, full-time? Would you want to, is this maybe a dream you'd want to pursue for a long time, or?
Well, I mean, I like my current job.
Yeah.
This is something it'd be great to have like a lot more subscribers, obviously, because that's more opportunity and everything. But the fact that the world is like it is now, and it's really hard to monetize this kind of content.
Yeah.
You would almost have to try to branch it off into some kind of business. Like say, for example, I started rolling my own cigars. It would be fantastic, like, to use this platform to, get into like, hey, everybody check out my cigars, and then maybe that could start that. But it's one of those things that's just too hard to like actually monetize, because I can't even get ad stuff after hitting 1,000 subs.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh, that sucks.
Oh, wow. Ooh.
Yeah. You have to go your own way. Like you have to do the PayPal or Ko-fi or whatever you want to use, and you can get some donations and tips and stuff like that, or try to get commission based stuff. There's ways to get money and things like that, but it's really hard to really do it like full time and be like, oh, I can quit my job. Even some of these guys that are at the top of their game, well, some of the biggest channels, as you know, are like cigar shops anyway.
Yeah.
And so they're already business owners doing fine. And then if you go to like bigger people in the community that aren't owners of cigar shops, like Pick Jimmy and stuff, it's like he has like 6-7 times more subs than I do.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't think he would have any kind of extra money in the bank from it. It's more of the benefit of like not having to spend your own money on cigars, because what happens is companies will reach out to you and go, hey, you want to try my cigar? Things like that, which is nice.
Yeah.
I'm not downplaying that, but that can't feed you,
Right.
So
Yeah.
it'd be nice. It'd be nice to have more subs, I really do it because I'm already out here anyway. And with a cigar, what do you have but time, right? Like if you have the time to smoke the cigar, you might as well talk about it a little bit, so you're not just sitting out here on your phone or whatever, unless that's what your vibe is and that's what you want to do. That's fine, because I do that too.
Yeah.
I do both. But the subs are nice.
Yeah. It's nice getting different people and varying things now. And, you know, I see some newer people that I haven't seen. And I'm like, oh, okay, you've been doing this for a while. And I'd subscribe to a couple of people and check them out and things like that. But yeah, man, it's fun to watch and get different perspectives and watch and learn. Yeah, always fun to do that.
Yeah, this man, this thing does not miss.
All right, nice. This is let's go keep us staying together pretty good too. Yep, there you go.
I gotta try it in that size. Like I said earlier, I have it in my humidor. I tried it in the Toro, and I don't think that was the best size for that cigar. Okay. I've heard that the Gordo size is better. Yeah, I tried it and I was like, no, I have to revisit. And that was several months ago, so the other one should be acclimated pretty well.
Okay. Nice, man. Yeah. That's nice.
Man. Let's go for another round here.
Oh, that's your second one. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice, dude. I am a slow drinker, man. I'm almost halfway done with this fat tire. I'm just chilling. Yeah.
Well, you know how stouts are a little bit sweeter. Plus, Guinness is a really low ABV. It's 4.1.
Okay.
And so with my body weight, like if I was completely sober into just starting to drink Guinness, I think by the end of the second one, maybe into the third one, I would start to feel a little something. Whereas maybe that ale you have, I could be halfway or right starting the second one and be like, oh, I'm starting to feel pretty good. You know, that like buzzed feeling that you like, oh, I'm relaxed, I'm good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Guinness is fine. It's you know.
Cool. Good deal, man. Good deal. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Is that your first one for the day or your first one on the podcast?
This was my first one for the day. Nice. I had a Modelo earlier when I was at the lounge with my friend there. So they had a deal with you got a cigar and then you got a drink and they combined it together. I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. So you got that. So that was pretty cool. Yeah,
the lounge I was at, they had free coffee, which I loved. Like their coffee was actually really good. They
nice.
had $2 soft drinks. So like if you wanted to buy a little Pepsi or Coke or something, they had all that. But that free coffee was like, that was the thing. I was like, oh, I'm excited about this.
Nice.
But I did have 3 beers before I went to the lounge.
Yeah.
Like I was already in town anyway, so I stopped at a brewery, sat there for I don't know, maybe like 45 minutes, drank a couple of beers, and then I walked over to the lounge because you know it's nice when those things are in the same area. In case that's your vibe, in case you're like, I want to chill before I even go there. And I had a buddy I was going to go with, and then he had to flake out, like I said earlier, because he had a kid and everything, and he was busy. And I was like, oh, no worries. So I was like, I'm going to stop at a brewery first then. And, you know, I didn't really have much going on today. And, you know, it's Saturday, so do what you want, right?
There you go, man. Yeah. There you go. Good deal, man. Do you collaborate with other people in like your local community? Like I know if you go to cigar shops, you're like, hey man, check me out or anything like that? Or you just kind of primarily doing everything online? Or
if I'm if I'm out and about and somehow cigars come up in some way, I'm always trying to network. I don't know if you saw, we had there was this guest we had on the podcast called Black Stogies. They're a local to North Carolina, and it's just two friends, Eaton and Keith, and they have like a cigar company. They started in 2020, and I was in downtown Raleigh, and I was getting a beer at a bar one time, maybe like summer 25 or something like that, and the guy beside me said, "Tell the bartender Eaton from Black Stogies is here." And so I looked over at him. I said, "Stogies like cigar?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I said, "You smoke cigars?" He goes, "Oh yeah, man, I have a cigar brand." And so we got to talking, and that's how we got him on the podcast.
Oh, cool.
And actually, we've kind of kept a friendship from that.
Nice.
Because in fact, today at the lounge, they had some Black Stogies. And I was talking to him. I said, "Hey, man, come to the lounge, you know, because my friend flaked on me. Come to the lounge, have a cigar with me." And he said he's busy. And he said, "It's too bad you weren't there yesterday. My cigars were 20% off." I said, "Well, I'll pay full price. I don't." So I bought one of his cigars out of solidarity, you know, because you know, like it's a business. And I was like, "Yeah, I'll support, man. I'm good. I got you." So I bought one of his cigars, and then I'm thinking of probably reviewing it on my channel. Now, here's the funny thing: you got to think strategically about your channel, right? Will that review do well view-wise? Maybe not, because it's a local brand, right? You're not gonna you type in Cohiba before you type in Black Stogies. But for me, it's like, well, they don't all have to hit. Like, and in fact, most of them don't anyway, right? Like, you do it, you do your channel for you. And so for me, it's like, well, here's a way I can show, like, hey man, I got you. Like, here's a review for anybody in the future who might look you up. Maybe I'll pop up on their feed, and you know, it might be a slower burn review as far as like views wise. But like, that goes back to the question of, you know, do you want 10 or 20,000 or 100,000? It's like, it'd be nice, but that's going to take a long time, or really, really fantastic content that makes people go, "God, I gotta watch this guy's videos." And as you know, when you're busy with life, a lot of my videos are the same. I template them out, and I wish I could have more creativity with them sometimes, but who has the time to get like camera angles sometimes? You know what I mean? Like, if you have your camera on a tripod and then you pull your camera off that tripod, or you move that tripod, you know, you got to think about, well, now is my next clip of me on the second third. Is that different? Is that weird that I've changed it? You know, so it's a whole thing. And then it's easier to just sit in front of the camera and then hit the brakes. First, third, second, third.
Yep. I agree with that. Yeah, that's how I did start doing mine. I'm like, oh, I can break it down. I'm learning all about just camera work, and I would do my old videos when I first started. I would do just one take. It would just be like just 20 minutes of just nonstop, no breaks or anything. And I'm like, oh man, I'm stumbling. I'm like, doing all this. And I'm like, I can stop and I can break it out and do it down. Like, I'm learning the whole process for the past 2 years as I go along, and I'm like, oh, I can do this and do the camera work like this. So yeah, it's
well, and the beauty of it is you can really do what's good for you, right? Because like I follow this channel that does it a way that I wish I would do it, but I'm so lazy. So what he does, he would do different camera angles of him lighting the cigar, and then him enjoying the cigar. And then after he finishes the first third, for example, he'll then put the camera in front of him and go, "So in the first third, I got a blast of nuttiness and this and this." And then it's like all you're seeing during that like interview part of him is these great, beautiful shots that he set up. And I'm thinking, come on, Randall, stop being lazy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just sitting here, and I'm sitting here in this little like white tent. You know, I call it the COVID tent because it looks like a COVID test tent. And I'm like, come on, man, you gotta stop being lazy. But yeah, I appreciate when people put that time and effort in, and that those things usually
Yeah.
show with views. I mean, I'm sure
Yeah.
you've seen like Jeremy Sears, you know that guy with the beard.
Yeah. Yeah. I like
Man, his content, like you see him like, oh, I open my cigar book, and he's got like a slow mo of him opening his big cigar Bible or whatever. You're like, good guys, what a great shot.
Yeah. That's nice, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got to tell myself, I'm like, man, I want to do some things and like editing. I did my top 10 video of the cigars for 2025. When I tell you, I was out here 10 o'clock at night. I didn't upload the video until like 7 that morning. I was out here. I was doing it as I go. I was just putting it together. I mean, it paid off. I got some extra subscribers, which was nice, but I was out here. It was like a second job doing this stuff, like trying to put the editing and then trying to put the pictures and the clips. And I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, it paid off though. I was like, okay, yeah. But it's some work though, definitely.
Oh yeah, it does pay off sometimes. It can also not pay off. You know, you could spend. You ever heard of the law of diminishing returns?
Yes.
Yeah, there could be. You could set up lights and like take an hour to set up your time and have like a 4K video where it's like, oh man, you're beautifully lit. You sound perfect with your Rode mic and everything else. You get 3 more viewers on the whole video.
Well,
And it's like, was it worth that extra hour for 3 viewers? Some would say yes, some would say no. For me, I like to keep it as simple as possible.
yeah.
You know, if it's working, it's working. If I feel like it's not working anymore, I'll try to change it in some way. But every once in a while, I get the inspiration to try to like get out of the chair and do something else. And
Yeah.
you know, yeah, you gotta change it up. But
No doubt. No doubt. I agree with that. And that's how I did when we moved out here. I'm like, man, I don't have a lounge anymore. So what am I going to do? So I'm like, got the little camera walking around, doing some stuff. Yeah. And just changing it up a bit. And yeah, it seemed to be working out. People like the nice little sunshine and, the outdoors and the field and all that. I was like, yeah, okay. It was peaceful. Nice to look back on too when you watch it back. But yeah.
oh
nice.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
I think even though it's something you see all the time, for me it's interesting because I'm not seeing Alabama every day and an
Yeah.
Alabama sunset, right? It's like people told me before when I had my my nice outdoor area, they'd see the background with the trees and stuff, and they're like, "Man, it looks so great out there." To me, it's a normal backyard because I see it all the time. But for people who aren't here all the time, they're like, "Whoa, what a peaceful look!" I'm like, "Well, yeah, it's pretty quiet." But there's like a road over here, and I'm in like there's banks over there and everything else. But you don't see that. You see the tree line.
Yeah. It's nice. That is really nice, man. That's it. And Cigar Scope, you were in Germany recently,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw that you had some cigars you got back from there. Would you say the culture is different there than in the U.S. as far as like, cigar smoking, or like are people more susceptible to it, or anything like that? I went to England years ago, right when I turned 21, and they had a couple of like shops, more so of course than around here, and I picked up some cigars there. And on the back, and I wish I had the box out here, it's probably in one of my boxes in the garage, but on the back of the box, instead of like the regular like the Surgeons General, like they just write it out here in the US, they had like heart surgery on this thing, like warning. And it was like a room where they were doing this can happen and cause heart failure, and it was like somebody with an open heart surgery, a picture of it, and I said, oh, and it was like it was just some little cigarillos I bought at one of the stores over there. So you think do you run into not necessarily that, but is the culture different in Germany to here, or just the time you were there? Like,
Yeah, but the culture is great. So if you're a smoker or a drinker in Europe, I feel like it's much freer. And I'll tell you why. So me and my wife went in early December to Germany and Austria for the Christmas markets. That was like her dream. And of course, I'm like, let's do it. I'm always down to go somewhere. And so we get there. And I was so happy because there was wafts of like cigarette smoke, but it's not because it's cigarettes. It's because it's like, oh, people are just so open with like, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette, right? I feel like America has this problem with trying to be the perception of like, we're really healthy here,
Mm,
but there are people like us that are like, no, I appreciate good health, but you're
mm,
trying to like, you're trying to put this with like chemicals and cigarettes and stuff, and it's like it's a little
mm,
different, you know. It's so
right.
instead of it being like a anti-cigarette thing or whatever, it becomes an anti-smoking thing. And so people who don't understand the cigar thing is like, oh, you're smoking tobacco, you're unhealthy or whatever. But over
Mm,
there, I feel like there's less judgment. I mean, I was walking through a Christmas market, and I would never do this in the U.S. It'd be the same as going down a festival in your hometown with a cigar in your mouth.
mm,
You'd be like, "Oh, I feel weird. I feel like everybody's staring at me because I'm
right.
blowing all the smoke in everybody's face." Over there, I walked past so many people that were like, just like they had their cigars, they had cigarettes, but I saw some people with cigars, and like no one batted an eye. And so I told my wife, I was like, I'm gonna buy me a little cigar. So there was a shop that had little like €1, short filler, whatever cigars that tasted pretty decent. They were pre-cut and everything. They were little
Hmm.
Corona sizes and everything. And so I said, here's one that I could smoke comfortably. And if I have to throw it out for whatever reason, someone's like, I'll just be like, okay, I'll take it. It's €1. It's like $1.85 or whatever. And so I was going around in the Christmas markets blowing, cigar smoke and trying to like get it out of people's faces, but no one cared what I was doing. And I was like, oh, I like Europe. Like they seem chill. They seem chill with it.
That's awesome,
Um,
man.
and I don't know. I feel like in the US, there's so many like no smoking signs everywhere. I
Yeah.
feel weird if I went to a Starbucks and sat outside because on the tables outside on the Starbucks, there's like a cigarette with a like no cigarette smoking like
Yeah.
symbol on the table outside, and I'm thinking, where else am I to go? What if I want a
Mm,
coffee with a cigar? Like, why is it outside is like a no smoking area? I feel like we've passed the point of splitting it up. Like in the '90s, we split it up because like since like once again we were born around the same time. You
yeah.
remember going to a McDonald's and it was like this invisible wall of
Mm,
like here's the smoking area, here's the non-smoking,
mhm,
and obviously that invisible wall is not taking that wafty cigarette smoke. But you didn't care. You were just like, this is the world I live in.
yeah.
Fast forward, now everybody's trying to be so healthy.
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh, this sucks. I can't even like go to the parking lot without feeling weird that someone's staring at me. You
Yeah.
know, it's a shame. Which is why I think a lot of us go online.
Right. That's true. And I remember back in college, man, there was a little jazz bar next to the college. And back then you could go in, listen to some music, sit at one of the tables, not even at the booth or whatever. You could smoke a cigar, have a drink, and just listen to the jazz music. And that was nice. But that was, well, I'm showing my age, like 14 years ago. You could do that. Now you gotta go across the street now to smoke a cigar or whatever now. And I'm just like, man, to do it or to smoke anything. But it's like, man,
Hmm.
it's just miss those areas, where you could at least kind of be around there. But yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I feel like the circumference has changed. Like it
yeah.
used to be, you could go right outside the door of a business and
Hmm.
just be like, all right, I'm gonna drink my coffee outside and just smoke. Because I will say, you said earlier you don't usually smoke in the morning. Coffee and a cigar is just as addictive as a beer and a cigar. Like
Hmm.
they pair very well. And if you start doing that,
Hmm.
yeah, it's very good. But back to the point, now you feel like you have to go to the end of the parking lot where there's no cars at like, towards the
Hmm.
grass area just to like puff up a cigar. That's why I appreciate the cigarette smokers. I appreciate them for the fact that if I see them, that means I can do it. You
Yeah.
know? So like if some bars are still like, hey, yeah, you can smoke on the patio, then I'm like, cool. And I pull out this big Churchill cigar. I'm just
Hey,
gonna be there 20 times longer.
there you go. Yeah. That's what's up, man. Nice, nice. Did you ever? No, I did this once in college too. You ever like you like smoke a cigarette or the set of cigars, or are you primarily just smoking cigars? I tried a cigarette once in college, and I'm like, nah, yeah, it's not for me. And my friend was just like, it's the same thing, man. And I'm like, it's not. It's to me, I'm like, this is weird. Now I'm gonna stick to this. I'm good. But yeah, he would smoke like, what was it, the menthol crush or something. He gave me one, and I'm like, oh man, this ain't it for me. But
No, I smoked. So when I was 18, a buddy of mine and myself were like, "Oh, we're old enough to smoke something." So we got the Black and Miles, which are cigars. They're just machine
yeah,
roll, right? And I didn't stick with it because I was too scared my parents would smell the smoke on my clothes. But that's technically a cigar.
yeah,
I did try vaping a couple times. That was like, it's fine, but like it's a lot of smoke, but whatever. And then I did get into a weird thing where for a little while I was already smoking cigars, but I started smoking. I was like, I need something shorter.
mm.
And instead of cigarillos, I went to the CBD, like green cigarettes type things.
Oh yeah.
They smelled like weed though. So I would go outside of my job on my lunch break, smoke one of those. Now, what I will say, besides the fact they smell like weed, is that it was too weird for me for my fingers being so close together. Because it felt so fragile. Like a cigarette is like a 30. It's got to be like a 32 ring gauge or a 38 or something. I mean, it's got to be super small.
Yeah.
And being like that, you're used to doing this right here with your fingers, to go to this and then to have like maybe about 7 to 10 minutes of actual smoke time, I was like, this is annoying to me because I'm so used to having a lot more time. I'm used to being able to like take it out of my mouth for a long time and speak, and then if I need to puff on it, I will. Yeah, it was a lot of stuff.
Oh my gosh, man. No, there's one thing I saw. I think your friend Epicurean smokes. I followed him on Instagram too. And he made an interesting post about the UK. What is this generational ban? What is that? Like in the UK of all places. Do you know like what's going on? I'm like, that's about UK. Why? Like,
well,
I
saw the post, but I didn't read into it because I saw it when I was at work. But
yeah,
what I imagine it is similar to something that New Zealand did, which is a way. So I read one time this thing New Zealand's doing, which is a way to get people to eventually stop smoking, which was something like, if you were born after the year of such and such,
yeah,
you're illegal to smoke. And so eventually you basically were grandfathered in if you were like over the age of a certain age. But then after that, it was kind of like, yeah, you're it's illegal to smoke after that. So eventually this last age of people that smoke will die off, and then you'll have a smoke-free country. And I don't know if it's the same thing. A generational ban sounds terrible though.
yeah.
In fact, I'm still confused on why the US is now 21 for tobacco, but it's still 18 for draft. At least it used to be tobacco and draft 18 and 21 for alcohol.
Yeah.
But, in the past, before our time, alcohol was 18. And in fact, I had talked to somebody one time who was young in the 80s. And they said my favorite thing in the 80s to do in the early 80s was to drive around with a 6-pack with friends. And I said, whoa, what do you mean with a 6-pack? And they said, oh, it didn't used to be illegal. You could have an open container. You just can't be drunk. But you could indulge in alcohol as you drove. And he was like, we would ping pong through like parked cars, like, because we were drunk. And I'm thinking, when did this happen?
Yeah.
It's weird to me.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. So you used to ping pong through cars on the side of the street and just be like, oops. It's weird to think of the world pre whatever law that was already established when you were born. Right? Like, I think so in the 80s, you could have just drove around and did whatever you wanted.
That's crazy.
Man, that cigar keeps going out. Yours too? I must be
Yeah,
talking too much.
that's all good. You know, the conversation's good. You know, it keeps going, goes out every now and again. My wife's got, oh, she's got my other lighter. Dang. I'm about to use this one here.
Oh, is your lighter out?
No, I just got this soft flame. I had my torch one, but I think she took that one. I was like, oh, okay. That's all good.
Sometimes I like a torch flame because it dispels butane like slower, so you know that's gonna probably do you well, right?
That's all good, man. Yeah, I'm just like, so much has changed. Oh, well, thank you.
What's that?
Oh, she just handed it to me. Oh, thank you.
Oh, nice.
I was like, oh, there it is. This thing is like, I've never had a 5 gauge. I think it's like 5. Yeah,
5 flames.
5 flames on it. Hawkeye of all people got me this one. We went to the lounge not too long ago. He's like, "Look, this is your birthday gift, man. Your early birthday gift. Like, happy birthday!" And I'm like, this thing is like, ooh.
So Hawkeye's never on camera, is he?
No, he isn't. He's like, man, I'm camera shy, man. So he'll sit on the other side and just kind of, do his thing. He'll kind of talk with the mic and everything. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, y'all are in the same place.
Yeah. So I'm sitting here.
That's cool.
Yeah, and he's on the other side, always heckling me, giving me a hard time. But he'll smoke. We'll try and smoke the same things, and we got slightly different tastes. But yeah, man. It's just me and him just running down the show. But yeah, running down the show. That's how we do things. But yeah, he's like, I'm camera shy. Yeah, I'm like, that's okay, man.
Oh, is that him?
Yeah, that's the legend Hawkeye right there.
Oh, see, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he pops in and out. He flies everywhere.
What's he do for a living?
He does like contract work. I think he helps. His grandfather has like a tank business, so they'll go up and inspect tanks across mainly Mississippi and across maybe like other states and everything. And he'd go out and he helps his grandfather do that. I think he's gonna go out this week doing it too. And so he goes in, inspects it, maybe like fixes some stuff up and cleans it, and he just travels all over the state doing that. So I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty good.
When you said that, I thought he was a pilot. He flies everywhere.
Yeah, I make fun of him because he likes to call himself Hawkeye. And I just put a big picture of a hawk and flies around on all my thumbnails. Yeah, we had that fun thumbnail. I came up with it at the last second of the Cigar Scope, crime scene. And I'm like, oh, that'd be kind of fun. Your picture, there he is. That's what we're looking for. Oh yeah, that was fun. Yeah,
that was pretty. That was a pretty good one.
Well, thank you. I thought I wonder if it would be a fun little thing there, to do. But yeah.
Yeah, these Guinnesses are from last week, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Like, if it wasn't for St. Patrick's Day, I probably wouldn't have them, honestly. Like, I like Guinness. It's not something I keep around a lot. Like, I just feel like it bloats you out so much. It has that nitrogen ball inside that makes it like really like heavy and full. But like, if you went to a certain grocery store and you typed in your phone number at checkout, an 8-pack of Guinness became like $10 instead of like, I don't know, whatever it normally is, 16 or $20 or whatever. Because I think honestly, this is one of the ones that are overpriced.
Oh, that one. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I personally feel that if you're gonna get a beer, there's other stuff I like better than Guinness. I think Guinness is like, when people think stout, they think Guinness first.
Oh,
it's okay. I mean, it's okay. Like, I know you don't like it too much because espresso and stuff. Like, it has an okay flavor, but it's not something that I like. Oh, I need a Guinness because it's 4.1% alcohol. So if I'm at a bar, if it's not just my home, if I'm at a bar, it's like, okay, what's the best bang for my buck? Here's an $8 Guinness. Here's an $8 6.5%. So that this one is 33% more alcohol, and it probably tastes better to my palate because I like lagers, IPAs, blondies. I like everything. I'm one of those like open palates. So like I can appreciate everything, and I'll sometimes be like, okay, what would go good with this? And so I'll pick a cigar based off of this.
Yeah.
This does pair very well with a lot of cigars. It doesn't pair with some. I've had cigars that I've had with this, and I'm like, yikes, not good. Because this is very, I don't know if, almost like putting a penny in your mouth. You know what I'm talking about? Like, yeah, it's very like metallic tasting sometimes, and it can mess up a cigar.
Interesting.
Now tonight with this cigar, not bad at all. Like you said, the espresso note, I'm getting that espresso note with that. I'm getting a little bit like, I mean, there's some copper in there too, but this cigar can handle it. It's like, it's not overpowering it. Yeah. But if this was a Claro or something, for example, I'd be like, ugh, not good. Too much. Okay. Yeah.
I made a quick short, spoken to my father, the judge, had a little sip of Dr. Pepper in there. That's like, oh, that turned into chocolate almost. I was like, oh, wow, okay. It completely changed the flavor. Now, it didn't matter where I was in the cigar either. It was just, boom, there it was. And
well, Dr. Pepper is its own thing.
Yes, it is.
It is. It's so different tasting from every other soft drink.
Yes, I love me some Dr. Pepper, man. Just bury me with that stuff, man. I will be happy. Just put, I die. Just put me in a Dr. Pepper suit and a casket. I'm happy. I'm done.
You ever notice how hard it is to tell somebody? Like if I never had Dr. Pepper and I asked you to explain it, you ever notice how hard it would be to explain to someone what a Dr. Pepper tastes like?
Yeah,
it's very hard.
Yeah, I start with the 23. Like it's 23 flavors, and it tastes kind of like this, but you gotta like drink it to try to understand it. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
We have the Coke. Well, it's not here. It's in Georgia. The little Coke Museum, not little. The Coke Museum over there, and there's all sorts of different flavors and stuff like that. And like, man, like what that would taste like. Pair it off with some certain cigars and stuff like that. But all that stuff from all over the world and try good, a little bad, okay, but yeah, man.
Have you gone to that museum in Georgia?
Yes, yeah. Took the kids there. That? Yeah, it's awesome, man. Like just think about everything, like a big giant Coke factory lab, and the best part was like the little tasting room on the side. And they had all sorts of stuff, the history and everything. It was nice. We went probably during one of the busiest times in December. And it was crowded. It was crowded in there, but it was fun. People all over the world come in there and go through it. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Very cool.
I bet it would be.
Yeah.
The weird thing about the Guinness draft is that it has that nitrogen ball inside. You know that?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can still hear you. You went
let me change the battery in my. No, it's not the light. It's the battery in my camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no worries. But at least you can still hear me, so that's good.
Yeah, you're still there.
Battery with me, don't worry.
No, you're good. You're good. Mine does that too. I had to get one of those. What is that? That you plug it in, but you can put it in your camera. It was like a little $20 battery you can put in there, but it'll go for hours. I think somebody showed me that. But mine, I don't know. Mine just stopped working at one point, and I had to get another one to do my video, so I just used the basic battery that came with the camera, and it'll run like probably a good 2 hours, and it'll cut off. And I was like, oh man. But yeah,
this goes back to the old after a while all your equipment goes bad,
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the battery door here.
No, you're good. You're good, man.
Let's see if I can fix this real quick.
You're good, man. All right. Comment section's a little quiet there. It's all good.
There we go.
There he is.
Fresh battery. We're good.
Oh, beautiful. So you just use multiple batteries for your camera. You don't have one. Okay. I have the regular one. And I used to have the longer one, but that one just crapped out on me one night, and I was like, no, I'm trying to make this video. And it stopped. I'm like, man.
What I learned was in the beginning of a battery life, you can keep the camera on the entire cigar, right? It's no
Yeah.
problem. A cigar is like what, an hour and a half, 2 hours tops most of the
Yeah.
time. What I started doing when I between takes or whatever, like say I make a clip in the first third, turn the camera off, turn the lights off, do all that stuff, and then 20, 30 minutes later, be like, all right, let me turn everything back on,
Yeah.
back to it. But with this, and this happens sometimes, it's like, over time, batteries just start crapping out, and I don't have a plug in this area really close, so I can't just like plug in a battery or plug in the camera. I mean, I could probably plug it into my computer if I
Yeah.
try to figure out like what kind of cable it needs. But yeah,
Yeah. Oh, no worries. No worries, man. No worries.
but
So
I
you're
came prepared.
there. You go. Well, you're set up. You got like you got your computer. So you leave your stuff in your tent mostly, so you don't have to like go in and out, like disconnecting and reconnecting it.
Oh
Or
no, no,
nothing.
no! I don't keep it out here.
Oh, okay. Okay. You bring it in like when you're done shooting and okay. Okay.
So I have 2 lights, and I'm sure that light up there will crap out soon
Yeah.
because. So what I do, it's probably a bad thing, but I when I'm not shooting, awesome gas, Randall Estema.
Oh, I
Thanks,
like
AZ
AZ. Hey
Dad.
man, how you doing?
What's up, man? No, so what I do is and it's probably bad, but when I'm done shooting, my lights get charged for the entire time. Like even once they're fully charged, until the next time I go out and shoot, they're on the charger because
Oh, okay.
I don't want to shoot a video and then be like, oh, my light's not gonna last, because this isn't like a short thing usually.
Yeah.
And then like camera stuff, I'll make sure my battery, I have like 2 batteries and I'll interchange them, charge them. And obviously, what is it, like 158, but I was 15 minutes late, so one
No.
battery lasts like 143 hour and 43 minutes of straight this.
Yeah.
The other battery's fully charged that I just put in, so like it can go for another hour and a half probably.
Oh, okay.
Microphone is charged by the computer that it's plugged into, so that's not a problem at all. So the microphone is, the good thing is that so there is another microphone, that one I place sometimes on, like, I'll put like a lavalier thing, like a little magnet.
Yeah.
If my camera would have died, that would have gone with the camera because it would have been plugged into the camera. This is plugged into my computer, so you could still hear me. AZ Dad, no, I'm not going to PCA.
No, me neither. Yeah, I want to go one year, and I thought I was going to be able to go this year, and then we had a couple things come up, and man, the people, Chamoli people, they were just like, hey, they sent me some cigars, but Sean from that company, he was like, hey man, because I wanted to get him on a podcast like this and do an interview with him, but he wanted me to go to PC at his booth and interview him there, and I'm like, oh, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do all that, and get it, but yeah, I'd like to go one day. AZ, you going? Let us know in the comments if I don't know if you go, or they don't usually. I don't know. Maybe he's a member. I don't know, but yeah, don't you got to be a member to go, or you just buy a ticket? I don't know, but yeah.
You how far away is PCA from you? Alabama to Louisiana?
About 5.5 hours. It's not a bad drive, because we went down there in November for like a anime convention with me and my other co-host who's not on here. We went down there for a couple of days. We had a good time, and it's actually at that same the Ernest J. Memorial Center, the same place where they actually had the convention, the comic convention too. They're having it there, and I'm like, I thought about, we can go again. Financially, I'm like, I gotta recover from this first, and then
kind of hard.
Do that. And I'm like, man, if we could go for free, I'd love to do that a couple days, but I said no, man. But yeah, it's at that same convention center. From what I understand, they're doing it over there. But man, that would be a lot of fun to go through there. And then I want and something else. I want to get a bunch of like YouTubers, not just online, but in person somewhere nearby, and get together. That's another dream of mine. Like you and Ray and Frank, everybody just I don't know, like 1-2 days in a city that everybody can come to and just hang out, and then we all just go. I wanted to put something like that together. One of my goals. So yeah, that'll be fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah,
because I've never met any of the co-hosts of the Stogey Society Podcast in person.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, every once in a while people travel for different reasons, for work or whatever, but we just never had that opportunity to meet up yet.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
But I would love to meet up with a lot of the people I talk to on a regular basis.
No doubt, yeah. That'd be a lot of fun. That'd be a lot of fun to do that. I know a lot of folks over there in California. So I'm like, I'll be a little bit of a flight, and that's far away. You're in North Carolina, it's not as far, but yeah. But I was like, oh man.
Yeah, it's hard to justify sometimes, right? Like,
yeah,
I'm out. Oh, I just want to go out to meet people to smoke cigars. It's like, don't you have enough cigars at home?
I know, right? Oh, yeah. Wife will say that too. I said, no.
Yeah, my wife says that. Like, oh, don't you have enough cigars? I'm like, well, yeah, but it's like today, for example. I went to the lounge, bought cigars, smoked a couple cigars. Don't you have enough cigars at home? Well, it's a different vibe. Yeah. I mean, because it is. Like, yeah,
yes.
I could have stayed home all day and smoked cigars, but at least I'm out doing something. At least,
Yeah. My wife's the same way. I said, no, you ain't seen enough cigars. What's that gentleman? Whittleback. I saw one of that dude has like tubs and tubs, like big packing tubs of cigars. I'm like, you're not gonna go through all those in your lifetime, dude. But he's like,
Jonathan?
Yeah. And he showed like a 3-part video series of here are all the tubs. I'm like, and I was like, oh my goodness, man. Like,
he sent me a Cohiba Sigilo Cuban cigar. I haven't even smoked it yet.
Oh man.
And he said, I made a video talking about something, and I said, I guess I mentioned I never had Cuban Cohiba or something. And he's like, you never had one of those? I got you. I was like, oh. I was like, you don't have to. You don't have to, but if you want to, yeah. And he sent me a couple cigars, and yeah, that's a good guy. I have a mental note of everybody I have to cigar bomb at some point.
Yes, me too. I gotta get my money right. Well, I'm gonna send some bombs to some people too. Cigar bomb.
I don't like to just receive. You know what I mean? Like, it's very generous. I like that. Thank you. But I'm like, oof. And with Widowbacks, the funny thing about him, I didn't think I had anything he would even care about. Like you said, he has so many. And I told him one time, I said, I want to bomb you back, but I was like, I don't know what you haven't had. He goes,
right. Yeah.
He said, don't worry about it. I said, nah, I'm worried about it because it bothers me if you sent me something.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know what other people you haven't tried. But I'm like, here's what I got. We can kind of bond over that if you want to. But I do the best I can because it's crazy. Like the selection, I know you being in North Carolina, the selection here, even at one of the biggest, like the biggest store in Alabama, is actually right up here in Birmingham, and it's a massive like humidor room. But man, there's stuff there they don't have. Like I think I asked somebody about the Johnny Tobacco Nut. I'm like, do y'all sell this? Do y'all carry this? The guy looked at me like I was crazy. Like the what? Like it's surprising. The Andalusian Bull. Do y'all have some? Like what are you? Like I was speaking another language or something. And I was like, y'all don't carry this? You don't know about anything? He's like, no, we carry this and this. But it's amazing what even being on here, learning about. They don't have opens. They didn't have hardly anything. But that you haven't already seen. They have a lot of stuff, but it's your common stuff, your Olivas, your
Oliva G and all that.
Yeah, and your Ashtons. And that's fine. But those folks still looked at me like I was crazy. I was like, what?
I had a the lounge I was at today had the Andalusian Bull.
Oh, I love those.
I was like, oh, I want to pick one up. but they were $25.95, and I was
Oh,
like, these things
yeah.
retail for like $16. Like MSRP is $16, so they put a $10 upcharge on it, and I was like, it's a great cigar, but I can't spend $25. I mean, if that was the only cigar I was going to smoke today, I would have probably got it.
Yeah.
But I was like, let me fish around for some couple other things, because I didn't want to be stuck with one cigar. Personally, especially since I bought a box like this past January or last January, whatever it was, and so I've had some recently anyway.
Yeah.
But sometimes you can find deals online, and actually MSRP on those cigars are usually supposedly $16. So when you go to a lounge and you see it at like 25, it's hard to justify that price. Now I know tariffs have taken place and all that stuff, but I just can't. In my head, I'm like, I've had enough of those. Like, I like them, I do,
Yeah.
and they're very long smoke, and they're worth every penny.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't justify the $25.
No. And Fogey, I'm surprised he's not on here tonight, but he was like, "Oh, you never had this? Boom, done." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So yeah, you just stuff like this you don't usually get around here, and I'm happy to he bought me some of those cigars. I was like, "Oh, okay," you know. So yeah, it's nice what you get, man. You know, when you interact and everything. But yeah, man.
Those chamales you got, those are pretty good, right?
Yes. Oh, the chamales are really good. I love the
What was your
Pangu.
favorite? The Pangu?
Yes, I like
I
the
like the
Pangu.
Habano. Yeah, Dynasty.
Yeah, the Dynasty was good, but that Pangu, I don't know, that slapped, man. That made my top 10. That, woo, I liked it. I haven't had the Fox. Was it the Fox?
Yeah, the Fox. I did have the Fox.
Yeah, but that's the one I haven't tried yet. But they sent me the Chamole, the Pangu, and the Dynasty. Oh, the Pangu,
Pioneer.
the Dynasty, the Pioneer. That's it. Yeah.
The purple band.
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought. So the funny thing is, they sent me the same thing a while back. I thought the Pioneer would be like my favorite. I was like, oh, it's the darkest wrapper. I was like, oh, this is gonna be my favorite. I like the Habano. I like the Dynasty.
Nice.
Yeah. For some reason, the Pioneer was great. The Habano hit the next level for me. Okay. By the way, I switched to the God, I don't even know what this is. I took the band off. It was a 2024 something. It was
okay. You got a star on it. Is that a?
There it is. Yeah.
That's not Stillwell, is it?
I think it is a Stillwell.
Okay.
It was a Stillwell, but 2024. It was from Luxury Cigar Pack.
Okay.
And here's the misconception. I'm gonna use this opportunity as a misconception. So this is a stronger cigar, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will say though, the sweetness of this cigar is now like balancing. So like, a lot of people would say, oh, smoke this one first, then go to that one. Yeah, that's a way to do it. But there's also the way of smoke the stronger cigar, and then if you still have more cigar to smoke, go with something lighter, and you'll taste the difference. Because I do. It's not my palate's not blown out by the Amazon basin, and good, so this one right here is like it's hitting now. I think this is a sweet tip, honestly. I've never had it before. I thought I would just smoke it. I was smoking it a little bit before we started the podcast.
Okay.
And then right when we started the podcast, I was like, all right, I'm switching to the basin. And then I was like, I'll switch back.
Nice, man. Nice. And so when you smoke cigars, man, do you wait a little bit before you go, or do you have one ready and you just immediately, if you're done with one, you just immediately pick up the next one? Or do you change out your palette or anything like that? Or not change out your palette, but your before you get the next one? Or how would you?
So if we weren't on a podcast right now, I would probably wait a little while, let my palate settle, maybe cleanse it a little bit, and then later come out and smoke this one. But like, I'm not opposed to two back to back. Like, same with the lounge today. I smoked. What did I smoke first? Oh, I smoked a DC. Have you heard of the DC cigars?
I don't think so.
they're kind of a newer cigar company, but I smoked one of their little like Robustos. It was like a Fat Gordo kind of thing. It was like a 4x60 or something.
All
Smoked that first, and then I went with a Iroa 20th anniversary something or another box press. And so like things like that, I still want to smoke. I'll smoke something straight after. But if this was just me in like a normal day, I'd finish that Amazon basin. I would go do something for a little while, and then I'd come back out and be like, all right, I want something else.
Yeah. Cool, man. Yeah.
But it all depends on the day, the situation. If I like, same with having a conversation with friends. Oh, we're not done yet. But I finished my cigar. I'm gonna go get another one.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. If I had the podcast, yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say what I don't do is like if I just finished that cigar, I wouldn't do hey, here's a review of this cigar because I know that my palate is not fresh.
Yeah.
So, and that's just me in general because I don't know how much this cigar is being influenced by that cigar. And so for me to keep it like 100% with everybody, it's like, yeah, like usually when I do a review, that's my first cigar of the day.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm doing the one. And then like my second cigar, if I want a second cigar, it's usually something I've smoked before. Like, and it's not reviewed. It's just something that's just like, oh, I've had this before. I'm just going to smoke it just to have something else to smoke.
Okay. And Cigar Scope, you've been around my channel when I only had like 25 subscribers, man. I remember the first time I found you, man. You're like, reasons you should start a cigar channel. And I'm like, hey, that's me. Hey. And so, man, we've been around, man. So, man, here we are. So this is awesome.
Well, I'm glad you started it.
Yeah, thank you, man. It's been really relaxing. My wife used to work in insurance with my last job. She's like, you're so tense, right? You're so tense. Just go out and do what you want to do in the garage back when I lived over in the other place and just smoke some cigars and just enjoy yourself, a review. And I'm like, you sure? Like, your wife normally doesn't, be like, hey, go and relax. And I'm like, okay, I'll do that. Like, and so that's where it all kind of began. So,
yeah. My wife's the same way. Sometimes I'll get intense about something or I'll get too stressed about work or something. She'll go out and smoke a cigar. I'm like, okay, well, with your permission, I'm good. I can go. Let me find one.
There you go.
Because you want to balance your family time and everything else. But no, I was serious when I said in that video. I said you're already out here. You might as well turn the camera on. Like you're just sitting out here, and what do? You scroll your phone, you listen to music, you sit outside and do nothing, and all that's great too. But if you're looking for a way to just make content, and it's something that like, well, I'm already doing it anyway. Like even if I wasn't reviewing the cigar, I'm still out here smoking, right?
Yeah.
So it becomes like, if you want the easiest way to make content, just make content out of whatever you're already doing. That was one of the points in that video that I remember. I was like, I'm out here anyway for an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. I might as well say something.
There you go. Yeah. People know, definitely. Speaking of content, I don't know if he's still in the chat, but Hawkeye said, we hit 1,000 subscribers. He said he might reveal himself on camera. He might. So I don't know.
Oh, he should.
Yeah, it's like he's like, yeah, I might do it. I said, okay, we got to get up there first, but yeah, so I said, okay, yeah.
He should. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm just a little camera shy. I said, that's all good, but he likes.
I wonder why he's camera shy. Well, I get. I say that, but I get it too because you just really have to be in front of the camera. Because if you go to my channel and you go to like, even my first video, it's like I wasn't newbie because I had the other channel, so I was in front of the camera before, right?
Yeah.
But you could tell that now I'm much more comfortable than I was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It's always just keep going. You just have to do it all. Like, I bet your first live, you were like, ugh, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you were like, oh, I gotta keep this
hi,
thing going.
welcome to like. And luckily, my first live was with my best friend, and we kind of heckled each other and did a couple of things where I was like, oh hey, and then like 5 minutes later, he comes sits next to me, and he's like, yay, and so that was let off a little relief. So that was my first live stream, and we did it on Facebook too, and I copied it over to YouTube, and I was like, oh, started there. Oh, it was fun.
Lives are definitely different.
Yeah.
You feel like you gotta keep it going.
Yeah. This has been good. And Hawkeye's like, well, we should just cut these down to an hour and a half. And I'm like, well, if you got the conversation's good, you gotta keep, you keep it going, man. And the cigar, if you're talking and doing this, maybe it takes a little bit longer than normal. So it's like, well, you just keep on going and talk about things. But man, it's fun. It's fun.
Also, you're probably a slower smoker than a lot of people too.
Yes. He gets on to me about that. I'm like, but I'm trying to entertain people. I'm like, I am too. In the background, we go back and forth. It's fun. It's fun. Hey, look at mine. I'm halfway done. You're still on. I'm like, no, look, man, I'm enjoying this. Yeah, man.
I was talking to a guy at the lounge today. I said, people, I'm kind of an indulgent smoker myself. Like, if I like the flavors, I'm just puffing. But I wish, Hawkeye said he smokes so slow.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I wish I could slow down. I wish I could slow down sometimes, because I saw people at the lounge today. They put their cigars down, but they put it down too long. Like, they would put it down. And then like 10 minutes later, pick it up, and then they're relighting it every time they take a puff, and they put it back down. And I'm thinking, you have all day to be here? Because to me, if you're gonna relight every puff, that doesn't make any sense to me. Because that's like saying, all right, I'm puffing it, I'm putting it down. That means that's 6 puffs an hour. How many? How many puffs does it take to get to the bottom of this? You're talking about an 8-hour smoke, right?
Yeah, that's a long time.
That was a little bit much. I saw that today, and I was like, this guy's relighting his cigar every time. That's weird. Like, I get relighting sometimes if you're talking. They don't like the cigar. Maybe not. Or they just don't want to be home. Because to me, usually I'm in a cigar lounge. I'm like, well, I'm going to be there 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, but I got to get home at some point.
Yeah. And most of the people at the lounge I went to tonight, they're like retired. I think a gentleman was retired from the military, and he lived kind of around the corner from the lounge. Like, I'm going to be back in 30 minutes, man. And he came back in. I was like, okay. Oh. He put his stuff down, but yeah. And I live like almost 30 minutes away from the nearest cigar lounge. There's a depot up the road you can go get some stuff, but not an actual lounge. But yeah. I don't want to see what's in their bed.
Huh.
Okay. Yeah.
How's that Cohiba?
Really good. Good. The flavors are coming out a little bit more. I'm coming down to the latter third. And so, that's nice, man. That's nice. That's nice. Not a bad recommendation. Yeah. Not a bad one.
Yeah. This would be a good first smoke, but it's also good to kind of like calm your palate down after a heavier smoke too.
Okay.
And this is my first time having the 2024. This was like I said, this was in the luxury pack, so it was kind of there. And I was like, I need something smaller because you don't want two big cigars, right?
Yeah.
I was like, I need something smaller to kind of offset in case we go over and all that. Yeah.
There you go. There you go, man. There you go. Oh, man. And speaking of puffing, I don't know, I watched somebody's video and they say you shouldn't puff a cigar like constantly. You should wait 30 to 40 seconds and then puff it again. Is that something you do? Or I don't know. I just puff it whenever, really. But yeah, I don't know if there's a certain rule or time or thing. I don't know.
Everybody makes their own rules. I think I was talking to a guy at a cigar lounge today, and we were talking about retrohaling. You retrohale?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm a person that I retrohale every puff, and the guy agreed. He did the same thing, but he took a sommelier class. You know, one of those like how to taste something classes.
Okay.
And so he said that I was talking about Holtz, and Holtz Cigars says, "Oh, I do it once every third or something like that." And I said, "I can't do that." I was like, I'm just so used to puffing out of my nose and mouth and everything else. I was like, I have to do it. He said, well, they're going by the sommelier rule. And he said, essentially, in that rule, you do it like that so that you can really taste the nuances of what changed since the last time you did it. So like in that fact, you would do it 3 times for the whole cigar, and you would do it every like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Once every 30 minutes, you go, all right, this is my retro. Okay, now I'm getting this. And I'm like, well, for me, it's not that serious. Like, I'm going to do it every time because but I think everybody can do their own thing as long as they enjoy it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Cool, man. All right.
Oh, man.
Cool. If y'all are coming in, we are talking with Cigar Smoke, hanging out in the lounge, the late night podcast. So come on in. Questions, comments down below. We are here. We're here just hanging out, having a good time. That's what it's all about, man.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. Is there anyone you would particularly like we'd want to talk to now? You know, I know y'all are booking guests and everything. Anyone in particular you'd kind of want to talk to for a future show?
The guy I met today, I got his contact. He's like the representative for Aurora Cigars.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, I told him about the podcast and everything, and he seemed interested. And I like actually meeting people because like everything's done online. So like, hey, you want to be on the podcast? They don't know exactly what they're getting all the time, but this guy knew because he met me in person. I was like, hey, can we be on a podcast at some point or not? Let me know. And I bought cigars from him anyway. Yeah. I was like, it's not going to affect if I buy these or not. Like, you're already here and I'm already buying them. So I got his contact. So, yeah, I'd like to talk to him. He seemed like a cool guy. And he was telling me about, like, how he got into the whole business of he's, selling these things now. And it started with smaller companies and somehow got in with the Aurora guys. And now he's, like, the distribution person for North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, that sounds cool, man. I think we'd like to hear about that. So
nice.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to talk to him more. I like having conversations with people in person. I think that's a great thing.
There you go. Nice. Would you ever work for like a big company, or have you ever worked in like the cigar industry or do anything like that? If you ever had the opportunity or the chance, or?
No, I haven't. Actually, I'm lucky enough. I do editing, like I do photo video work for my actual job too.
Okay,
So it's kind of cool that like my hobby is also my job. It's just my
that's nice.
hobby is done through the cigar stuff, and then my job is done a little bit different. But
Okay,
I work for like a local government for a town close by to where I live, and I do all their photo work, their video work, and then and I always tell people it's funny, like if you watch my cigar channel, you wouldn't know I'm like a pretty decent editor because I don't do much edits. I just kind of like sit here and talk. But
yeah,
I was like, if I was, wanting to put that much effort into it, I could really do something really cool. The problem is you're one person. So you're
yeah,
looking at just setting a camera up on a tripod, and like you couldn't do fancy, here's a close up of me lighting the cigar. I mean, you could, but it would be a lot more effort for one person to set that up and then do it and then everything else. And then, we talked about that earlier, setting up the camera in multiple ways. Like I could do it, but then is that going to change my viewership much
mm,
more than what I do? Because, like, to your point earlier, oh, you seem calm. I like your personality, whatever. It's like, it's not the camera work. It's like the calmness that you say I put off. So, I mean, there's times I'm like, I should put more effort
yeah,
because I'm so used to putting a lot of effort into my actual 9 to 5.
mm,
But then there's parts of me that's like, well, then you're working on the weekend. You know what I mean? Because I do
yeah,
this multiple times a week as
yeah.
well. I'll make a video a couple times a week, and then I got the podcast. So it's like I could do it. I don't know. Maybe I will try it sometimes.
Oh yeah, all right, nice, nice. I worked as a cigar clerk. It was one of my first videos I made. It's fun. And the guy actually in Birmingham, he owns 5 stores, 4 of them being in Birmingham and one in Tuscaloosa. I'm into the one over there, but yeah, you're a clerk, just a little clerk behind the desk selling, the stuff and everything. It's because you got to go. He wants you to cover different stores at different times, and I was like, I can't be on this side of town and at the same time on the other side of town trying to open and close and do all that. And he will text me like when I'm just sitting down, like, hey, I need you over here like right now. But I'm like, it's gonna take 30 minutes for me to get over there and cover the store over there. So I was like, I'll just kind of do this, on the side here. But it was an interesting experience,
Oh
But
yeah,
yeah, but I was like, oh man, a lot of running around,
I bet.
But yeah. But it was cool. It was cool. Yeah. It didn't feel like work when you got in there for the most part, just hanging out talking with people. But yeah, it became a lot going all over town doing it. And I'm like, man, still gotta go home, gotta be with the kids, all that. I'm like, oh man. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Going down the latter third of that one. That was good. Good recommendation. Yeah.
Nice.
There you go.
Did you finish it?
Almost. I'm getting there. This is a noteworthy one, so we might get a little more life out of it and see. But yeah, no doubt, man.
Very cool. This will be my 4th today.
Okay. Well, ask how many you say you do it throughout the week. Do you smoke 1 or 2 a day, or you just kind of just varies, I guess, on?
It varies depending on my
Okay.
time and everything. Like I usually try to keep it to certain points in the week. Like for example, the podcast obviously is one on the podcast, and then depending on how much time I have on certain days, I might smoke 1 or 2.
Okay.
Today was a little bit different, but
There you go. There you
I'll be right back.
go. All right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no problem. Go ahead. All right. Cigar Scope's gonna step out for just a second. All right. So we're just hanging out and chilling, man. We got the 2.5 hour mark already. Now, that's a good conversation. Oh, that's going. But yeah, man. I'll swap it up just a little bit. Oldie but a goodie right here. Yeah. There's a little loafy in the building. All right, Cigar Scope stepping away for just a second. Ooh, it got cold out here real quick. It was like 80 degrees. Now it's like 50 something out here. Let me see. Look at the 63. Huh? Feels like it's 50s out here. All right. Check what's going on with that. All right. Cigar Scope stepped out for just a second. Oh, man. All right. Got a light crowd tonight. That's all right. It happens. No worries there. Anybody just leave comments, questions down below. We will check them out. Cigar Scope has put up some time here, so it'll be with us here. Ooh. Man, this weather is weird, man. Burning up in the day, cold at night. Ugh. Oh, yeah. It's going to be the same thing tomorrow, too. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. Still smoking this down, smoking it down. All right. And there. I'll check something real quick, y'all. Oh, got some subscribers. Oh, thank you all for subscribing. Thank you so much. Got 2 new subscribers. Hey, every little bit helps. So thank you all so much for subscribing and going through. And guys, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know what to do here. Just follow me on social media. Follow Cigar Scope. We've got great content. I think he's also on Instagram as well. A lot of cigar content there. Cigar content here, so come check us out, man. We out here. We out here doing it. So as we do. So you follow me. I'm on X, Instagram, the Facebook page. I want to check that out as well. Good conversations there. Up to 150 people. Been growing slowly, but it's all good. If you have Facebook. Sorry, I don't know what happened to Facebook tonight. If anyone's trying to watch through there, you just have to click on the YouTube link. And just watch it here, so it's all good. All good. Man, I took my blankets inside. From the storm, so I don't have a blanket out here. It's all right. So my robes out in there too. That's cool. We're having a great conversation. So he's gonna step away. Yep. Got my little beanie. Wet. All right, step back in the zone.
Yeah, sorry, I had to use the bathroom here for a second.
No, I know. Yeah, you can go on. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
I was like, oof, all the beers and stuff. I was like, I gotta go.
We'll run through you, definitely, man. Ooh.
Oh man, I like the music in the background.
Yeah, a little bit of like lofi music and everything. I always wondered sometimes, I'm like, is it too intruding the music, or if it's, I don't know, people don't want to hear it, but I don't know. I like putting it on, but yeah, it's nice. Yeah, a nice little background music going there.
That's a feature through StreamYard, right?
Mm-hmm. You can, they have some music for you, and then you can add your own stuff on there too, which is nice. I try to keep it YouTube friendly because I'm like, I don't want the stuff to get struck down or anything. But I take YouTube's music and put it on there too. And I'm like, yeah, that's nice. It's a nice little feature you have there. Got to start adding some more fun sounds. And I will not, Hawkeye, I will not. So, no.
Um,
exactly. Yeah.
I remember that time you got a strike or something.
Yeah. And it was weird too. It was right before I went to Louisiana, and I don't know. They took down 2 of my videos, and they gave me a strike on the channel. And I'm like, up to this day, I'm like, I don't know why. I don't know, because I know people, they don't want to show the cigar or anything. And I'm like, did I do that? I don't know. Then I read through what they sent me. They're like, yeah, you were trying to sell the cigar on this video, and then on this one you were trying to do it here. And I'm like, was I though? And I look back on those videos, and I'm like, I wasn't trying to sell anything. And it was weird. And then I had the strike. I couldn't stream for that week, and I was going to do like a live from Louisiana, and I couldn't do it, But I was like, you know what? Maybe this is a sign I need to go on vacation or something, because it happened right then. So I was like, oh, okay. So we just kind of enjoyed ourselves up there, or down there per se, but it's weird.
It is weird because I think YouTube doesn't. Yeah, I think YouTube doesn't understand. If I'm saying like, oh yeah, buy this cigar, I'm not selling it to you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying my recommendation is buy it. It's like doing an Amazon review, right?
Yeah.
Like your Amazon review that you read isn't selling it to you. It's selling it to you in a way, but it's not telling you buy it from me.
Yeah.
And so I think YouTube gets confused. They think, oh, you must be selling that cigar. No, I don't make any money if I tell you buy the cigar and you buy it.
Yeah.
No. So I'm just suggesting I liked it. Maybe you would. And that's the whole thing.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, it's not as bad, but it's weird too. Like if you do a live stream like this, they don't care. But if you do a video,
that's a weird thing.
Yeah, you getting slapped down left and right. I woke up to it was the first time. I guess the bigger you get, the more they start looking at you or something. Because I woke up right before work and my phone is blowing up. I'm like, who is sending me this stuff? And I look down to my email. Hi, we, given age restricted this, and this, and we took down 2 of your videos. And I'm like, what? Like old videos that I did in my old house. And I'm like, what? Like y'all let this sit for so long and you're just now coming around to, I don't know, doing that. It's weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my goodness, my channel's going to disappear. I was like freaking out because it was 13 emails, 13 just at the same time. And I'm like, oh Lord, I'm about to take this down. Like,
well, they'll age restrict, and I don't worry about those emails. I mean, the worry for me is that like age restriction pretty much kills the views in the future unless people are like going into your channel and then going through your videos, which is very rare. And unfortunately, as a creator, it's rare that someone goes, oh, let me check out all their videos, right? But what I do, because so many creators now are so like, I'm just gonna, hey Angie, so many creators now are just so like, well, I'm just gonna stop all the smoking on the camera. But to me, those reviews aren't so fun because now you've cut everything. Now you're just talking to me on screen. And so I've always just said, all right, screw it. Like maybe I'll have a few months, maybe I'll have several months, because I have videos that like right after they age restrict me, I make a video. I do the same thing I did when they age restrict me. And I'm like, when they check me out again, they'll probably age restrict this. Right. It's usually when a video starts to pop off somewhere, YouTube sees it finally, and they go, oh, you're smoking a cigar. Click, because I think one video that I had, how to taste your cigars.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I thought to myself, well, I could probably go through YouTube's trimming tool and actually trim out the parts where I'm smoking. But YouTube goes, oh no, you can't do that. You would have to re-upload the video. Like I could do it, but then it would what it would do is it would trim the video, but it's already age restricted. But they're like, we're not going to take the age restriction off. Yeah. So long story short, I thought, well, that's not worth my time then, because this video will no longer have legs anyway.
Yeah, it's sad too. Yeah, you try to comply with it and you still lose. It's like, man, you may. And some folks are now, I'll ask you this too: the size of your channel now, you know, do you feel like you have to? Well, you don't really, you know, edit out you not smoking on the channel. Do you think in the future, as you get larger, you may have to do that, or are you just gonna ride it out, smoke the cigar, do what you do?
I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna do what I do now. I do notice some videos I may edit out some of the puffs I take, not all of them, but the reason that is because if I puff and then I exhale and retrohale and everything, and I go, and then I tell you, I might do it for time constraints, right?
Yeah.
But it's not because of the YouTube stuff, because at some point in that video, I'm probably puffing the cigar. And my thing has always been, if you cut out the actual smoking of the cigar, doesn't that feel like the video kind of gets boring? Because then it's just me talking about the first third, and then I swip into the second third, and I swip into the, it's like, to me, I don't like that kind of content.
Yeah.
All power, I get why people do it, but then what I don't understand is some bigger channels get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're like, hold on, they puffed the cigar, how am I seeing this? And then you go to their channel and you're like, well, hold on, this video was from 6 months ago, how is it not taken down?
Yeah.
How's mine getting taken down? And I think that's what everybody's problem with YouTube is it's not consistent across the board.
Mm-mm.
Like you, for example, you say you got like 14 emails, two videos got taken down, you got a strike. Mm-hmm. It does scare you because you put a lot of effort in the videos, and now all of a sudden you're like, well, shoot, if I get 2 more strikes, my whole channel is just gone. All these 400 some odd subscribers are just like, I don't know where Ray went. And then you got to try to rebuild it in some way.
Yeah,
and you may not have those videos anymore.
Yeah.
I've started saving my videos.
Yeah.
Like, I'll upload them to YouTube, but then I'll save them also. So if something ever happened to my channel, I'll go back into like DaVinci Resolve or Premiere Pro, and I'll just cut out anything else. I'll just re-upload them on a new channel called Cigar Scope V2.
Hey, there you go.
Something, just so people know where to find me. Or I'll just upload them straight to Instagram, because I do the Instagram thing, and that's one of the reasons I keep the Instagram thing consistent too, is because that way at least I could explain to some people, hey, I didn't just leave. You just kicked me off.
There you go. We here, man. Yeah. Now, you have YouTube and Instagram. You have any other social media pages you have, or just those?
Just those, not really anything else. Like, I know some people do well with like Facebook groups and stuff and Reddit. I just never dived into those. I probably could have done a lot more subs if I jumped into like a subreddit or a Reddit or something and said, hey, check out my video. Because, that's marketing yourself and all, I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah. And it gets overwhelming, too.
It does.
All the stuff. Like, there was somebody in my local group. They were like, hey, if you pay me an X amount of money, I can look over all these social media pages for you. But I'm like, I'm not at that point, man. Like, but they were like, if you have 10, 20,000 subscribers or something like that, I don't know, maybe you're looking at something like that. But I'm like, I'm not even near that, man, So I'm just, I just post whenever I can, do some other stuff like that. But yeah. Oh, I like Todd. Yeah. Hey, Todd. What's going on, buddy? Todd?
Yeah, I get emails a lot from like what do you call them? Like a social media manager company, where they're like, hey, you could like optimize and get 50,000 more views in a month. And I'm thinking, are these actual views, or are these people that you're like seducing into finding my channel, or are these bots? And I don't want that. So I just ignore all those emails, because I figure the people that find me, or the people that don't, they'll find me at some point if they do.
Yeah, that's the way I look at it too. I've been getting emails, and I don't know if you probably do too, Cigar Scope. I I got one the other day from a company like, hey, I see you're really busy. Why don't you try using this SEO and try and spread out and do this? I think you'd be really great. Just I'll send you a little snippet of what I do, and then see if you want to subscribe. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I looked at one. They analyzed my video, and I'm like, well, that's nice and all, but I don't know if I'd subscribe to all that, because I mean, you make the video for you, and sometimes I miss the point of what the video was that you were trying to put out there, and I'm like, well, I don't know. I don't know, and that's just like, you got to be careful, I guess, who you collaborate or what you do in that space. But
yeah, I watched one that said, we're looking, like, they screen recorded themselves looking at my channel, and they went through and they said, here's how you optimize to get the maximum amount of views. And they said, all right, so you see this title you have, I would change it to this. And I'm thinking, yeah, I could chat GPT and it would tell me the same thing, you know?
Right.
I could do it for myself. But they're like, we could probably get you anywhere from like 4,000 to 6,000 more subscribers in a month, and probably like 8 to 10 in 2 months. And I'm thinking, but once again, are you like tricking / seducing people into finding these videos, or are you actually trying to help? And then, of course, there's got to be some kind of money or some kind of optimization they want. Yeah. So I'm always like, no thanks. I don't even answer them anymore, because I never answered. And then I still to this day, and it's been like 2 years later, because I've been getting emails probably at least a year, maybe not 2, but at least a year. I've been getting emails, and the same company still like, maybe you missed my last email. I'm like,
yeah,
no, I didn't miss your last email. But hey, my colleague sent you a video. I don't know if you saw it, but here it is. And I'm like, no, I saw it, but I don't say anything. I just go,
yeah. I'm the same.
Tell.
Yeah, I'm the same way too. It's like, okay, hey, you never responded to me. I'm like, I wasn't going to respond to you. Like, you can go on with that. I'm like, I'm good, man. And they say that you're pushing a boulder up a hill trying to get subscribers. I'm like, I'd rather do that. Somebody watch that than, like you said, bots or spam or something. And on that, because I have an X account. And like 65% of those folks are the bots and stuff like that. So like I have 30 like followers, real followers, and I go to Instagram. I'm like, I got triple that in 2 months than I have a year on X. And I'm like, I'm posting almost as much over there in Instagram. Funnily enough, I got an Instagram not for the channel. I use it for the channel, but I got one because when we went to New Orleans, my buddy, he's like, you don't have an Instagram? And maybe Phil Lamar posted a picture of you at the thing, because I was the very first person that went up to him and went to his booth, and he took a selfie with me, but I still wish I could find. I wish he'd send it or post it or something. And I've been looking for that selfie ever since, and I'm like, I don't think he's gonna post it on his page. That's the only reason I created an Instagram, to find that selfie. Yeah. He's like, you're the first person here. And he grabbed me by the arm, like, hey. And I'm like, oh, man. But, yeah, he put it on his phone, too. And I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And I was, like, fanboying so bad. And the girl that was with him, helping him at the booth, like, sir, you can come back. No, I'm going to stand right here because this line is going to get long. It's Phil Lamar people. Like, why is nobody here? Like, it was awesome. But, yeah.
Well, and the funny thing is, my Instagram used to not be congruent with my YouTube. It used to be like a whole different name, I think, and everything else. And then when I started trying to be like, oh, I'm getting some companies finding my YouTube, I thought, wouldn't it look better if my Instagram was cohesive? Yeah. So I switched my Instagram name to Cigar Scope, like YouTube, and I put the same like logo on both. And I was like, this makes sense, because now if you're looking for my cigar content, and so when I did that, I get offers through Instagram now too, because it's funny, I don't even care about Instagram followers, but like I check them, and I'm up to like 1,600 and something, and I'm like, when did that happen? I never even check it.
Right, that's a weird thing. Yeah.
like I'm on Instagram. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like just never on it. Like I'm on it and I post and I see the people that like stuff and this and that, but I never look at the number because I'm like, YouTube's my focus.
Right.
But then
Yeah,
I
totally.
noticed one day, I'm like, how's my Instagram doing so well? And it's like sometimes it's through the podcast because I get tagged in those posts and everything else. But like it's funny when you're not paying attention and then you just randomly looking at like, oh, I'm getting followers here and there, and you're like, oh, okay. And then
Yeah.
one day I look at the number and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. It's weird. Yeah, like I jumped up to like 100 people in like 3 months. I'm like, okay, I'm like, where are y'all
Yeah.
coming from? I'm like,
Exactly.
and I'm like, I barely posted. I posted a couple of pictures from the trip, and that was about it. But I was like, hey, okay, And Todd says his channel is young. Yeah, Todd's relatively new. Yeah, kind of doing my thing. Hopefully, an audience. Oh, hey, Will, you're doing good, Todd. I think you got more subscribers than me, man. You're doing pretty good. And I like his content too. I watched your Perdomo video, Todd.
You know what? I haven't subbed. I just subbed to you, Todd.
Nice. Yeah, y'all go check out Todd. Yeah.
That's the other thing. There's so many people you can interact with, and you forget the simple stuff like follow, sub, everything else.
Yeah.
Todd watches the podcast from time to time, and he's comments. So, Todd, I just subbed to you. Of course, man. Of course. I'm always down to. I'm gonna check out your videos after the podcast. No, I mean I like cigar content in general, but like sometimes you forget. That's why we always remind you in the videos, hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe. Because like, how many times have you been on YouTube? You've watched like several videos of somebody, and you're like, I'm not subscribed to that person because YouTube's algorithm will just keep pushing their videos.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I'm not even a subscriber. I just keep seeing Ray pop up.
Yeah.
And so when someone tells me like just subbed, I'll usually check their channel out, and then I'll go ahead and sub back. If I'll check out a video or two, and I'm like, all right, I'll sub back and everything else. But it's funny that you can still forget about that. But that takes me back to the Instagram thing. I never even looked at it because I was like, in my head, Instagram was just an extra thing that was like, oh, I got a couple subs over here, but I got most of my subs at YouTube. And then one day I'm looking and I'm like, how's my Instagram catching up to my YouTube? This is weird. And then Instagram, believe it or not, starts to give me opportunities, same as YouTube. Like, hey, you wanna check out my cigars? And I'm like, shoot, yeah. And then I'm like, why are you giving it to me? And then I look and I'm like, oh, I didn't realize I jumped up to 1,600. Like, cool. Because I wasn't looking at it. It wasn't, because on Instagram, you have to click on your own profile to see your subs, your followers. And YouTube, your channel would just show you, and your studio would just show you. And I'm not saying that to be braggy. I'm saying that to be like, it wasn't in my purview. I was just posting because it's fun to post to people. And I started like promoting it on my YouTube more. I was like, hey, yeah, go follow my Instagram, because I changed it to be similar to my YouTube. And I just think it helped a lot in some way.
There you go. Good deal, man. Good deal. Awesome. But yeah, man, hanging out, doing our thing here. I like that. Yeah. Instagram, man, they have a ton of cigar people, like a bunch, and maybe not necessarily YouTubers, but man, there's a ton of people that do it. It seems more free range than definitely than YouTube. Not as restrictive with any of their stuff. I've had no problems with Instagram as far as I know, but yeah.
And to Todd's question, go ahead and create an Instagram that's cohesive with your YouTube. It will grow your audience and promote your YouTube through Instagram, because Instagram, like what Ray said, it just doesn't care if you're promoting cigar content. Instagram's like, yeah, go ahead, I don't care what you do.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about Instagram is you can post I could post a thumbnail from a YouTube video in Instagram, and then I can post that to my story and then link it to the YouTube. And that's one of the things that's like, so it all helps each other. It's like a triangle: Instagram, YouTube, back to Instagram, back to YouTube, whatever. So I'm getting constant followers from Instagram that are now flying to my YouTube, and then I'm getting YouTube subscribers that are now jumping to Instagram. So it's kind of a cool thing.
That's smart. Yeah. Definitely do that, Todd. We'll all follow you there, and you'll pick up some traction, definitely.
Yeah, you'll find some growth there. Definitely. You want a multi-platform. I think people, including myself in this scenario, we have our main focus, but I think we got to like open up to like the idea of, well, you can be cross-platform and just you can repost and get more reach by going to different platforms, even if you don't care about the platform.
Yeah.
Right? Like, even if you're like, well, I don't really use Twitter or what's now X, but you can open an X and make it your content and just post your own videos to your content, and then all of a sudden people on X find it.
There you go, man. Well, we'll have to check that out. Wamola Todd.
Getting tired, huh? It's getting it's 12:09 there, huh?
Yeah, yes it is. Yep.
Yeah, it's 1:09 here.
Oh man, you're a night owl, man. I like it.
I'm up. Well, like I said, the reason I was like, this works better for me. My wife's at a conference right now. If it wasn't like that, I'd be inside.
I hear you. My wife is out. Yeah, she's like, I'm done. The kids aren't here. I can finally like sleep and just relax. So I'm like, okay. Yeah, she's out doing her thing. I'm out here. So that's nice. It's nice, man. It is nice. Yeah. We'll check it out, Todd. Yeah.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm always big on people who support me also. I think it's important, no matter how big you grow, you always comment back. Like, I don't care if you have 0 subscribers, no picture on your YouTube. If you say great video, I don't just like it. I'll say, if you have like your name and your like Todd's name is in his like handle, I'll say thanks, Todd, because I think I still appreciate every comment. I don't care if I had 1 million subscribers. I appreciate the comment. Now, once you get that big, obviously it'd be harder to like message everybody back, because you probably wake up to like 130 notifications, which we don't.
You're
right. I mean, like, oh yeah, you got like, look how many comments you have. Like, oh, that's hard to do. But I think it's important to at least try.
No doubt. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, somebody found you somehow, so it's always nice to definitely to give back in that way. Yeah, you never know. Definitely. Yeah, I always say it just takes one view to change your life, man. Yeah, somebody, that one person may find you. So it's always interesting in that way, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's definitely it's funny too that you never know who's watching you, right? Because there could be someone in the cigar industry or a celebrity you like could happen upon your video.
Yeah,
you never know it, because obviously, why would they comment? They wouldn't. Why would they comment on a video? Like they're usually pretty secretive online, because why wouldn't you be? If everybody loves you, you're like, I gotta, like, they might make a fake channel, but who knows?
There you go, man. Hey, there you go. Fogey's channel smaller than mine, but like Steve Saka found his channel and like bummed him like a ton of Dunbarton stuff. And I remember he called me a couple months ago. He's like, dude, you won't believe what just happened. And he showed me a picture of like all he had a big box of like Dunbarton cigars and some swag from him. And I was like, okay. He's like, man, I'm gonna send you some of this stuff. He never did. He hasn't done it yet. But he's like, man, I got all this stuff and I'm gonna send out and stuff. And Steve Saka found one of his videos. He liked it. And yeah, man, just sent him a whole bunch of swag. I was like, okay. Yeah, he had his Dunbarton hat on and everything. I was like, okay, nice, dude. Nice. So yeah.
Dang, let me see. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, he replied, Steve Saka, he replied to a comment online. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, people see him, man. So yeah. Basis less Claypool. Oh, come on, Todd. Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes. That is awesome, man.
You
Todd,
know,
I mean, you are a drummer, yeah. And yeah, we all we play instruments, man. Yeah, that's cool.
You play an instrument?
I do. I play two of them. I did trumpet in like middle school through college, and I play a little bit of piano here and there. I'm trying to teach my son how to play a little bit and everything. So I'll do that.
Yeah, I play guitar.
Nice, man. I saw you kind of playing a little bit on your Instagram. I'm like, that's cool, man.
Yeah, that was funny. So I decided to share that, and I even said in the caption, it's not my normal content, but it's 30 seconds of your time. Enjoy.
Nice.
Because like sometimes you got to remember, it doesn't always have to be a business. Because sometimes you might treat your channel as like a business. Like, yes, this can get me free cigars and swag and everything else. Like, that's cool. But like, you still want to show your personality too. And I was like, oh, you know what? I like this video. I'm gonna share 30 seconds of my singing and playing guitar.
Go.
And people don't watch it. Cool. People do watch it. Nice.
Cool, man. That's awesome, dude. That is awesome. Yeah, Toddy, I remember you saying you played the drums. Yeah, you mentioned it on one of your videos. Nice, man.
Very cool.
All right, man. Cool. And you say he did some gigs and stuff back in the day. I'm like, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. There you go.
I wonder what the inspiration behind the Cigar Idiot was.
Yeah, I wonder that too. That's an interesting name. I guess it's just maybe a guy just stumbling through. Maybe that's the concept. I like it though. I like it.
I think it's fun.
I like it.
Yeah, going back to Cigar Scope, for example. Had I known it would take off a little bit, I might would have chosen something different. So when I started the channel, I just wanted to start the channel, right? Okay. So like I was like, oh, I have the idea, I want to start the channel. But then you start up your YouTube and it's like, what's your name? And I was like, oh crap, what's my name? Right? Yeah. And I'm thinking, I'm like, oh man, what is my name? And it's an important decision, but I really wanted to start the channel. So I was like, I think I said define scope. And then it was like a scope could be a part of a gun. And then it said, but it could also mean a scope of knowledge of a certain subject. And I was like, oh, Cigar Scope. And now I still don't know how I feel about it. Like, it's fine. And now it's my brand. I can't change it now. I mean, I could, but it would take like months of preemptively telling everybody I'm now this. Cigar Scope is rebranding, because you can't just rebrand, because then people will like, wait, what's happening? Right? you have to like warn people way ahead of time, like months ahead of time, like, hey, and you have to beat them over the head with that information. Like in marketing, like I'm in marketing for my real job. You can't just be like, all of a sudden I'm Diet Pepsi. You have to be like, hey, I'm going to be Diet Pepsi starting July 1. Like right now, you should know. And then every video from thus forward, I don't know how many videos I'll make between now and July 1, but you have to know I'm Diet Pepsi. Go subscribe to Diet Pepsi or whatever. But there's nothing yet that I've thought that like needed to be changed. Like, Cigar Scope, it doesn't really roll off the tongue or whatever, but it's fine for now. Yeah. And if there's ever like a hit of inspiration, like, oh, I should make it this, maybe I'll do it in the future. But right now I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah. That's right. And so Ray's Cigar Lounge, I had my little lounge right before I started my videos, and I just ordered a sign that just say, hey, Ray's Cigar Lounge, and it's just stayed with me the whole time. Just there it is. I just ordered it from either Etsy or Wayfair, and I was shocked when they put it together for me. I was like, okay, there was my YouTube name right there, and I was like, all right, here we are.
But I like that. I like that you made it Ray's Cigar Lounge, and I also like that you say in your videos, "Stay with Ray."
Yeah.
I think if you keep that consistent, it builds a brand off of your videos. Um, and see, I never had anything like that. I was just like, Cigar Scope, and then I don't even put a lower third, or I don't put like, hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Cigar Scope. I just hope you're doing well,
Yeah. Nice.
So I just never really built out a brand. The only thing I got lucky because I met the right people.
Yeah.
I expanded out. Because like, I've had the channel since like 2020, but it wasn't until about 2023 that I like started branching into Discord and meeting people through like actual online community. Because Texas Cigar Scope, the guy you had like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He reached out to me via email one time. It's like, hey, I think he told you this story. He was like, hey, I've been watching your channel. There's a lot of cigars out there that I just feel like you're not trying. I like your videos. You want me to send you some stuff? And who would say no to your first ever cigar bomb? Like,
that's awesome, man.
He gave me my first one, and I was like, I saw people get cigar. I was like, how do they get that? He was like, hey, can I send you a cigar bomb? I was like, if you want to, you can send me cigars. So anyways, he sends me about like 16 or 20 cigars, and I'm like, good God. Yeah, I was like, good guys, because I've never had a cigar bomb at that point. And it was all like nothing I had smoked before. And it was actually going back to your Johnny Tobacconaut comment. He sent me like that 2023 Perfecto. Never had it before, didn't know anything about it, because I never explored that, the boutique stuff. And got me my first Opus, all that stuff. And then from that, he was like, hey, I'm also a part of a Discord if you want to join it. Join that. Met the other guys. We all decided to do a podcast, and it just kind of built from there. So like a community built. And then in the meantime, I'm still making videos, and I get other subscribers plus the people who are part of that Discord and this and that.
That's awesome, man. That is awesome. And Todd, to answer your question, I'm finally finishing up my Cohiba Rubicon, is what we smoked on the podcast. I don't know, I might pull out that Oliva in just a minute, but yeah, man, that's the one we've been smoking on. And Cigar Scope, we had the Amazon Basin.
Yeah, I had the Amazon Basin 2026, and then I had the I had the is it United Cigars? I had the 2024. It was this one. I can't even. It's getting late. I can't even think anymore.
That was a Stillwell.
Stillwell, yeah, the Stillwell Star, but the 2024 Stillwell. Both of which were fantastic.
Okay, that's nice. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. Hold it down.
Todd, did you smoke anything tonight?
Yeah, definitely let us know. I know you were. You said you were about to head in, but that's all good. I'm about to look up your channel now. Oh, there he is. Boom. Momoa Todd. Boom.
Todd?
Gotcha. Yeah, got you subscribed there, man. Nice. There we go. There we go, man. Yeah, go check him out. Heard that's a good one. I'm not trying to Amazon yet. I think Perdomo Nickel. I'm going to shade. Okay, nice. Nice for the legacy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Perdomo's hitting it out of the park. I want to go down to their factory in Florida, man. That looks pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Ray went down there with his wife. Yeah, he showed some pictures a while back, and I'm like, oh man, that looks nice. But yeah, that'll be the place I'd want to go. And Scott, would you want to go to different places? And I don't know if you've been out. You have been out of the country, but like to different factories and check that out, or would that be something in the future you want to do, or have you already done it? I don't know if you have done that, but yeah.
No, I've never done that. It's something I'm interested in, and actually, just over the years being with my wife, she's become more receptive, knowing like if we go to a different country, we're probably stopping at a cigar lounge or something anyway. So if we ever go to Dominican Republic, for example, or anything like that, like we went to Puerto Rico, which is very adjacent to it.
Oh,
but it's not the Dominican Republic, but it's Puerto Rico.
yeah.
So we went to a couple of lounges there. But like if we ever went to Dominican Republic, obviously she knows like, well, we're gonna probably do a tour of a lounge because, you know, she knows this is like, you know, my thing. This is what I like to do, and
Yeah.
you know, that's important though in a marriage.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
if she was always just like we don't have time for this or that, I'd be like, well, what do you want to do? Because I don't want to do that either.
Yeah. Yeah. Luckily, she's not super happy about it, but she's like, you like doing this, and that's fine. And we'll stop. We'll stop somewhere and get you something. And my aunt, she's always like getting me stuff for my. I wish I had somewhere to put it, but she gave me like a cigar, some coasters, and then she got like a sign. And I'm like, man, I wish I could put this up somewhere, And
Yeah.
yeah, it's always nice. She's like, I'm always thinking of you every time I go. And there's this, and my mother-in-law, she's like, I don't like you doing this, but you seem really happy when you do it. So I'm gonna get you this sign and that poker sign and some other stuff I used to have in the garage. But yeah, man. But yeah, I mean, it's nice to have that support, definitely. Okay, Todd said you went to the Ferry Ortega event in L.A. a couple weeks ago. Okay.
Oh yeah, her clots is great.
Yeah, I've heard good things about her clots. Yeah.
I was on a Pick Jimmy live like June of last year, and her clots popped in. And I don't know how, honestly, I'll be honest with you, I don't know how I got in on that.
You're like Jimmy, man.
Hey, Big Jimmy, I was like, I didn't even watch my videos, right? And he randomly was like, hey, you want to jump in on my live? And I was like, yeah, like obviously, because I watch his videos, and you always kind of want to, meet the people you watch the videos and stuff. And her clots popped on randomly. I talked to her clots a little bit and everything, and then cool guy. I mean, but I don't get starstruck like for the cigar community, and I don't mean that to be like, oh, there's no stars out there. I just mean these guys are just like me and you, like talking, right? Like I hope you don't get starstruck with me because I'm like nothing, like yeah, you watch my videos, I watch your videos too. It's cool to finally talk to you, you know what I mean? And like with her clots, I've seen a lot of videos with her clots in it, and I respect the guy. But basically what I'm saying is, I don't get nervous to talk to the guy, because to me, it's just like, as long as we keep it cigar related, I think we have something to talk about, And, but anyways, yeah, I was on that live and he came on, a very down to earth guy. I told him I was from North Carolina. He said, oh, I drove through Greensboro, North Carolina, and this and that. And he was like, yeah. And he talked to me, I was like, oh, yeah. So, I mean, these guys are pretty down to earth.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Her clots was most of the conversation. Yeah. He's so good at just becoming quotable. Like, you'll be talking to her clots for nothing. This guy will you could almost snip out the quotes of this guy. Do you feel like that, Todd? Do you feel like if you're talking to her clots, you could probably just snip out like 5 or 10 quotes that he said and put it on your Instagram or your YouTube or something? This guy's the most quotable guy.
Oh, nice. I'll go back and watch that and check it out. But that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. No, the cigar community is a cool place. Yeah, he's a quote machine. Yeah, he is. Awesome. He has such great quotes. I don't know if you watch him a lot with Ray. Like people will snip him for reels and stuff all the time. He said something one time about somebody asked him a question. If somebody was asking which cigar from your blends would you suggest if it was like a new smoker, he was like, I'll ask them, what do they like how do they like their coffee? He's like, if you like it black, I know you like something stronger. Oh, if you like a lot of cream, a lot of sugar, I know he's like, you would like something lighter. And it's like, dang, that really does track, right? Like, nice. Oh yeah, your palate is. So he just seems to know a lot about that stuff. But
nice. What's up, man? What's up? Quote machine. Yeah, I say he's the coolest motherfucker I've ever talked to.
Yeah, I agree with that. He's
Nice.
a very classy guy too. Like, I feel like he's one. No matter how big he gets, if you talk to him at an event, he treats you like, oh man, like we're old friends. Like, I'm gonna talk to you. Like, I don't care if you have a channel, don't have a channel, smoke cigars for years, smoke cigars for a day. I think he's just passionate. He used to work for Davidoff in the 90s.
Okay. Nice.
He's a cool guy.
Oh, cool.
Is there anybody in the cigar community, Ray, that you'd be like, well, I guess you don't have to say it because we're on the internet and it lasts forever. I was gonna say you'd be like, I wouldn't vibe with that person. But you know, I wouldn't do that to you. Is there anybody you want to meet?
Yeah, definitely Steve Saka. That'd be cool to talk to him. A couple, I think, Unbanded, they finally got to talk to him on one of their shows. And honestly, the guy who really kind of got me into making videos, he was one of the influencers. Tim from Cigars Daily. That'd be cool to talk to him too. I remember when he only had like 30,000 subscribers, and he was trying to come up and do a thing, and he's like, "Hey, y'all," and I'm like, "Wow, that guy is cool," you know. So yeah, I'd like to talk to him too one day. So yeah, a couple of people I like to in the community like that. So yeah. Yeah, man, that guy was the hype man. I was like, man, he convinced me to get his stuff, and I ordered some cigars from him. I was like, oh, these are pretty good. So yeah.
He has a good way of doing his content. Of like, he doesn't have to smoke a cigar to get you like staying interested in what he's talking about.
Yeah,
I watched a video of his today or yesterday or something where he was talking about, did one of the biggest cigar rollers or factories make the biggest mistake? And then he starts talking through, there was some factory that only rolled in the US or something, and now they're doing a Nicaraguan blend, so they've shipped out to Nicaragua. And he was being very unbiased about it. He was like, do you think they made a big mistake, or do you think they should expand? And then he said at the end, my opinion is something like they were doing well before they did it or whatever. He said, but what say you, or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that comment from Todd. He said, I watched that, Randall. Yeah. It's a good one.
Nice. And I saw you, y'all did a Christmas thing too on Pick Jimmy's channel. Yeah. I watched a little bit of that.
Yeah, Tim was on there.
Oh, yeah, I saw him on there. He was like, what was up with that intro?
Yeah, dude, Tim is funny because Tim doesn't need your approval. Like, he's lapping all of us with subs. And so Big Jimmy put this whole like 3.5 minute video together and everything, and the first thing that was said during that live, Tim goes, the hell was that? And it was just so funny because like we're all just sitting there, and that's the first thing said was, what the heck did I just watch? And Jimmy was like, oh, you didn't like that? And he goes, why?
Why not, man? Hey, 'tis the season, I suppose. But yeah, it was fun.
I was happy to be a part of that one too. I thought I wasn't gonna make it. He invited me to it, and I was like, I'm actually busy that week. I thought I was going to New Jersey to be with family because it was the 20th of December. That's why I remember it, because I was like, oh, that's the weekend before Christmas, and I gotta actually go to New Jersey to be with family. And then I forget why, but something got canceled or whatever. Okay. And I was like, hey, Jimmy, you still got that invite? Because I'm available. Yeah. And so I slipped into that one too. And I don't think Pick Jimmy does as many lives as he used to.
Yeah.
But when he does, if he invites me, I'm like, yeah, man, I'd love to, because I actually have a lot of fun. It's not even about networking, because I don't feel like that people always sub based off of if you're live somewhere. But it's about like, you know, if I'm invited and it's fun, like, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not like fishing for subs, like, oh, I want some of Jimmy's subs. Like, no, it's cool. Like, if it puts me in your way, cool. But if you're just here for the vibes, that's cool too.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man, no doubt. I just bring people on I like talking with, and I just stream. People come, they come. They don't, they don't. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, always fun. Fun. Yeah, Todd, I sub to your music channel, man. Well, I'll have to check it out. No doubt, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out after this.
Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. Oh yeah, man. That's awesome. The connections and the networking, man, and just hanging out.
Oh man.
Yeah, no worries, man. No problem. No problem, man. Good deal. It's weird. You get later on in the podcast, and it's like, okay, you can wrap it up, but then it's like more people start to come in, and I'm like, oh, well, that's nice, And
I've noticed that about your podcast.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm a late person to come in. Like, you'll be already a stream for 2.5 hours, and I'll pop in, and I'm like, "What's up, everybody?"
Like, hey, yeah, that's always fun. And Hawkeye's like, "No, we gotta cut this off now," and I'm like, "No, but like 6 more people just came in." I'm like, "Oh, we'll keep going." It's like, yeah,
yeah, it's hard. It's hard to stop it when there's some people in there, right?
Yeah. Okay, Hawkeye says, if you could eat only one type of pie for the rest of your life, what would you choose?
One type of pie? Oh man, for me, that chocolate chess.
Yeah. Oh no, head in, Todd. Yeah, I would appreciate you stopping in for a little bit, man. Yeah, get you some sleep, man. Lay down, rest, definitely, man.
Yeah, sleep is important.
Yes, need that. Yes, indeed.
The good thing is it's Saturday night, so if you don't have to wake up for anything tomorrow, it's like,
oh, I don't. Finally, the kids are gonna run in the room and jump on me. That's nice. Oh, yeah. That's gonna be nice. Yes. My wife's like, I can sleep. I have the whole bed now, and kids aren't just piling in the bed. That's nice.
Man, I'm one of those weirdos. Are you a night owl?
I am. Yeah.
Yeah, I am too, and I'm one of those people. I like to be in bed when I'm just like almost passing out on the way to bed. Like,
yes.
There's those people like, oh, I'm in bed every night by 9:30. That's fantastic for you. But if I'm in bed by 9:30, I'm still doom scrolling until like 1:30 in the morning anyway. So I might as well just go to bed when I'm like, oh my God, I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Because that's the best time to go to sleep. Because then when you roll over, you're like, oh, I'm so tired, and you're out.
Yes, that's the best sleep too, and you gotta wake up and do anything. Oh man, it's gonna be weird, man. Tomorrow, your wife will have some time now to do stuff, so it's just gonna be nice. I might do a morning video, man, with that giant tobacco. I'm thinking about it.
Oh, you should.
Yeah.
I
pair it with something.
I have to pick up my wife. She's at her conference, but I drove her there, so it's like an hour and a half away. But she's not gonna be done until like the afternoon, and I'm not sleeping until 3 in the afternoon. So like I'll wake up by like 10:30, 11 o'clock anyway. Yeah. So for me, it's like, even being up late, it's like it'd just be nice to settle in and go to bed, and then wake up at like 10, 11 o'clock whenever I wake up, and move on with my life.
There you go. Right.
But like, if I had to be up at like 6, I'd have been like, I gotta go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They used to make videos later on at night throughout the week, and I'm like, dang, I gotta get up 6 hours or 5 hours, man. And I'm like, it's gonna be a rough day at work trying to do that. But yeah, I know it. Yeah. Like, Ray, you're always falling asleep. I'm like, I'm doing this. I don't tell people. I'm like, but I'm doing this, and then I'll get doing so. I'm like, yeah. But, yeah.
Well,
and then
this is the only time you can do it.
Yeah.
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 I mean, you got to have your time too.
No doubt, man. Yeah. Yeah. It's the whole thing. But yeah, my wife's like, well, just use some PTO and then like make all your videos, 3 or 4 videos a day. And I'm like, well, I don't mind doing that, but I'm just like, man, I just want to make it sporadically. Sometimes you just, you make the videos and it's not, I don't know. Sometimes you just want that little chunk of time to do something, and then you plan on trying to make videos, and it's like, no, man, I'm just gonna just hang out and just chill. But it's like, yeah, you should try that. I'm like, no, be a little more sporadic than that. But yeah, that's just me. But
well, and I find it hard because sometimes I do have like a day, like say I have a day off work or something, and I'm like, oh, I can get so many videos done. Honestly, you might get 2 done in the day, but after the first one's gonna be your most motivated video, right? Because you're like, oh, I have all the time in the world, I'm ready, I want to smoke a cigar. The second one, you might be like, okay, I'll pull the camera back out for this one. By the third one, you get lazy. You're just like, I don't feel like pulling the camera out for this one.
Yeah.
Or at least I do. I can't speak for everybody in the world, but you also don't want to like, put it all out in one day, because you're not going to have the same passion for that third cigar that you have for that first one.
Oh yeah.
And then your palate's also kind of junked up, so you don't really want to do that anyway.
There you go. And to answer your question, Hawkeye, mine is going to be like some nice apple pie with a little bit of cinnamon on it, man. That's my go-to if I had to eat a pie for the rest of my life. But yes, yeah. Ooh, I finally finished that Cohiba Rubicon. Oh, it's done. But nice. Yep. Ooh.
Nice.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
3.5 hours.
Yes.
Man, you do smoke slow.
I do, yes. I spoke a little bit faster than my friend from earlier. He's like, man, you're only getting through it. Only thing I had with that Aroma de Cuba, I guess I cut it, and I thought I cut it in the right place. And the wrapper started unraveling on me about in the second, third, and I was like, man,
Yeah.
Like, oh. And I don't know if it was the way they stored it or something. Maybe I cut it, but dang, that whole wrapper came off. The whole thing just came off in the second, third. And I'm like, oh, man.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah. But it was still a good smoke. I like the first one better. I like the El Septimo they gave me the first time I went there. I really like that one. A little bit better than the Aroma. But, yeah. Yeah. That was good, though. They're both good.
Yeah. Nice. At least we got that warmer weather now. This was like a month ago. I would have been in a coat and everything out here.
Yeah, it was ridiculous, man. Yeah, even last week, it was like, a couple of days ago, it was like 30 degrees out here. I was like, why?
Yeah, oh, yeah. It was just a few days ago here, too. We had some cold push back in, and I was like, if it's not going to snow, just get it out.
Yeah.
Like now, now I'm past the mindset of snow. It's like late March.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it's over. Just be done with it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to April. I mean, April's usually a pretty decent May, pretty good time of year to be outside smoking cigars. So
yes, that's gonna be nice.
Yeah, because even at this time of night, it'd be like 75 degrees or something. Be like, oh, it's nice.
There you go, man. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be nice tomorrow or later on today. But yeah, man, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
All right. So hanging out with us there. All right. No, let me hold you up if you got something somewhere. I know you said you were anywhere to be, but yeah, man, if anytime you want to wrap up, but yeah, just whenever, let me know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we can wrap here and a
Yeah,
few minutes because like I am actually getting tired. From North Carolina, it's almost 2 a.m.
yeah. Oh man, yeah, it's almost 1 here. Yeah, that's all good. Yeah,
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 man. Well, I appreciate having me on.
yeah.
3.5 hour show.
Then you know it was good, man. You know you had a good time. You had a good smoke. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know it's good, man. So definitely enjoyed this, man. I'm glad I finally got a hold of you. And you're a busy guy as well as I am. So yeah, man, got a chance to do this. Definitely got to do it again.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let me know.
Yeah, no doubt, man. All right. Yeah, cool. Y'all get any last minute questions y'all have? I don't know I never know truly how many people are watching. I says 3, but I'm like, it could be it jumps up and down. So I'm like, are you there really? But I don't know. One time it jumped from 11 to like 4, and I was like, okay, maybe some people came in and they just left. I don't know. But
Yeah, I never understand that either because sometimes it'll say like one number and then or sometimes it'll say a low number like 3, and then your comments are going off the chart.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, because I don't do as many lives as you do, but sometimes I feel like I'm just talking to myself, and then all of a sudden a comment will pop in, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even realize there was anybody even here yet, because I think it's delayed. But
yeah.
But I mean, even for like the West Coast, it's like 11 p.m. So I'm just like, it's probably time to wrap it up anyway.
Yeah, it's all good, man. All good. Nice. I can't believe the temperature dropped the way it did. I was like, oh, but like 80. Now it's like 59 out here now, and I'm like, oh my gosh. But yeah.
Oh man, what is that? It's 56 here. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little colder than I assumed it was.
Yeah. Nice. My heater's inside, but yeah, it's all good. All good, man. Whew. Right.
All right, man. Well, enjoy your weekend, your rest of your weekend.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and everybody who's left here, y'all please go check out Cigar Scope on YouTube and on Instagram and where else we can find them. And it has been a great chat, man. I'm glad you took some time and we got to do this. So definitely, of course, you're invited to the party. 5 when we make it up there. So jump in.
Yeah, let me know.
Yeah, definitely. I'll let you know, and we'll have a good time, man. We'll have a good time, and we will talk to you soon. And y'all go check them out and check out the Stogey Society Podcast. Y'all go check them out there, and we'll go from there, man.
All right, awesome. Appreciate y'all.
Yep, y'all have a good night. And we're gonna go ahead and end the podcast here and go from there. All right.
All right. Y'all have a good one.
You too. Y'all take care.